started doing.
Oops. So this is Adventure 1, Day 1 of our new campaign beta testing Tacit Stars, a Fate Core power game, and we will see what we can see. Our game begins on a so we'll start off with the beginning, right? If you guys scroll out and move up to the top. Nope, I'm not actually moving anything. You guys are beginning the political map. Okay. You guys are beginning on the border of the Dawu Confederation near the Tegama Deep.
All right.
Boy, have I run way too many Star Wars games. I have just an absolute amount of Star Wars icons begging me to...
Use me.
Yeah, but I don't want to get sued. I don't want to get sued. Oh, and there's Cookman.
Yay.
Don't touch the swords or the burning stuff.
Kristoff, you've got the only functioning character. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
What?
There you go.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, and I locked Cookman out, so there. Come on in. Right. Table here. I'll get you a cup and some chilled water because it's summer.
I brought drinks though.
Oh, you brought drinks.
I did, yes.
Well
Thank
then,
you
you
for
brought
offering.
drinks. So he's good to go. I'm going to reposition the mic so it can catch us both off of my broadcast. And that way, if you get into the Zoom call muted, we should both be okay.
Nice.
That's the plan anyway. I've got it set to basically wide open. Which is a good reminder that I should take my meds so that while my lungs are still working. And I'm going to pause the recording because that's awful personal stuff. Da-da-da-da-da.
Yay!
Yeah.
Once again, welcome to the very first Tacit Stars active playing. We've got session 0 done. Cookman's here on my left, and so we actually get to play in person. And my mic should be picking us both up okay. Is that true for everybody?
I think so.
I think I heard it, yeah.
Yeah. I can hear him.
And I'm not getting, and because I'm doing it that way, we're not getting any sick reverb or anything. So if he can hear you guys,
Yeah.
oh, he's got an earbud in, and
I
I
do.
can hear off of mine, then we've got a great setup.
Let's
Peter and
go.
Heidi, if you're watching this, one mic, two computer. Earbuds. Works great. And you could be like this close. It's
if you want to be.
like reach out and smack somebody with a...
Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
Hey, well, we know Cookman will behave on this session.
there are no guarantees, actually, no. Remember how many times Cookman interrupted my black belt class because he wasn't getting enough negative attention? training in the back and interrupts black belt class. Does that work? I'm glad you asked. Why don't you come over here and we'll find out.
Many an object lessons learned that way.
Yep.
Some
My
people
black
just
belts
gotta learn
paid
the
very
hard way.
attention. My black belts paid attention to the applied theory.
Some people just like to learn the hard way.
Yes, that is Joe. That's definitely Cookman.
You
Which
could have
is
left
why
it as
he's-
that in Joe. It would have applied both ways.
Which is why he's makes more money than any of the rest of us. So, it is working for him. All right. So I'm not insulting the most popular, the most prosperous person here.
Not at all.
Do I want to commit screen share? I don't think I can. But I think I could let somebody else share their screen so that you guys can have a reference map.
I have Zoom on
It
my phone.
will not be Cookman.
I don't know how.
No, so you don't, because you don't have to share your your video, but you can there should be a share button.
You hit more and then start share.
Yep. It's optional. I will allow it, right? But the story, this is a storytelling game more than any other type of role-playing game I run.
I could be that guy and point out the fact that we have spent literal decades at this point gaming where all we had was maybe rapidly drawn pictures by
By Bruce, yeah. At the
Bruce
table,
or Evan.
literally pulling out the notepad and drawing up a map for us. I still have some of those.
I remember doing that for my party.
It's a time-honored tradition.
They would keep going to the Coconut Island.
That was all you.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so each of you needs to be in the place we established that both Sarge and Siege are junked out in a junkyard at the start of the adventure. That was a deliberate choice you guys made. I just want to point that out. So I want Sarge here.
Is my Roll20 being dumb? Because I don't have...
Oh, I'm sorry. While we were
Ooh.
talking, I built a new page. I want Sarge here.
Man, this looks like a weird political map. I was trying to make a joke that this was the
When the
political
adventure comes along, Sarge will shoot it.
Every time.
Put Siege here.
Okay, where the arrow is ending?
Yes, put it where the
Typically,
pointer is
yes.
pointing.
Okay.
And we will put Owen up north. And we will put so gadget. So it's not gadget. It's Sticky. Oh, Sticky's already part of. Sticky and Owen are already part of a team. So Sticky can start up with Owen.
Yeah.
You guys haven't named your ship yet.
Theseus.
It's not your ship. Did you put ship points in? Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess you did. You want to name your ship the Theseus?
Seems appropriate for a junkyard ship.
Junkyard ship, yes. Oh, yeah, that objections to Theseus? What's the group think?
Sounds great.
I don't mind it, I guess.
Okay, here's a research project for you after the game, or in between turns. Look up the ship of Theseus.
Oh, from Greek mythology, right?
Yeah,
No, it's
like,
actually It's
Yeah.
actually a philosophical exercise in identity.
I already know it. It's like the whole idea of if you keep repairing a ship until none of the
Oh,
original
yeah.
pieces remain, is it the same ship?
That's why you're doing push-ups for calling yourself stupid.
I believe
I
it
am
was a
allowed
reference
to
in
be
Age of Ultron.
uneducated in things and educated in others.
Yeah, the AI just does not know what a gecko is when mecha get involved.
It was kind of funny.
Yeah, some of them are surreal, but they've never done it well.
No.
I would copy the gadgets is amazing. I would just copy that. You want me to throw that on for you?
Gadgets. That's Peter's, right?
Yeah.
I want something that I can distinguish between the two on the map.
Let me see what I've got.
That's where I was like, I kind of like it for being not super accurate.
This has got to be the most ADHD start to a game we've had in a while.
You're not wrong.
Apparently, Bruce on cough meds becomes ADHD like the rest of the group.
Before I was crippled, my nickname was Tigger. Like I used to play head, shoulders, knees, and toes without bending over. I would just bounce.
I'm trying to find the name of a ship, and this article is doing everything it can to lengthen the time before it tells me what the name of the ship was.
Oh gosh, why is it all movies? Stop playing movies. Stop playing movies. Dodge, ram it. Hey, you know what we're going to give you? We're going to give you Siege. We're going to give you and you're just hidden in there.
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah, I
rejected
like that.
siege.
I'm confused.
Yes.
What's happening?
The concept art for Siege that you decided you did not like is going to become common now.
There you go.
Okay.
Reduce, reuse.
Because that's how
recycle.
Geckovians get by. They pass off as synthers,
Yep.
right?
Okay.
So
Like,
they look like synthetic life forms. They're secretly piloting it from inside.
Hi, child.
You want a cookie?
Nope, I haven't heard it.
Hey, bringing up.
I would like a cookie.
Start jogging.
You wouldn't download a cookie.
The hell, I wouldn't if I could.
It depends on whether is it thin mint or chocolate chip. If so, I might yeah.
Gee, Earl Grey,
It's a
hot.
monster cookie. It's a monster oatmeal cookie with
What?
raisins. And,
Oh no, I don't hate myself. No.
well, I love raisins in my cookies. They're delicious.
Boy, he all just got bumped up on my prayer list. You know, but to each their own limbic system.
Can we give Chris the bros?
No.
I'm not sure who that'd be worse for.
I'm
Both
sure.
of us.
I love them both too much to do that to each of them.
Well, I don't love Chris that much, so I'm kidding.
Don't be
I do.
rude.
I'm kidding. I do love him.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. You should be able to. To drag yourself on and work.
I just don't love him enough to
So
not.
back to the game.
Sibling from the same mother and father. I will be taking my revenge later.
I will be putting one of my creepy dolls in your room. How about that?
Prin, quit drooling on my foot.
Do you want it to be broken? That's
Children,
what will happen when it
I want to
scares
point out to you that not only is this being recorded, but it will be on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I know, that's why I tried to avoid using her name when I remembered.
Ooh, him and Sarge are gonna be very similar.
Yes. Well, except for the explosives.
I mean that
There's
my dad
yeah,
can't-
okay. Just look for the dynamite.
I can make, once I can afford more images from Grok, I can see what I can do for you.
See, I
I'm not
can't-
worried about it.
You could.
Alright, boys. The story. Focus.
I'm not on camera, child.
Oh, my bad.
Focus. Focus. In, out. You guys are the wrong generation to get that joke. And we are beginning the story.
In the beginning.
The Theseus managed to crash land on a marginally habitable garbage world called Lokavoran. You guys have you were barely escaped a Blythe smuggler consortium that may or may not think you double crossed them and try to steal a hull full of refined veil wood. You, of course, would never do such a thing. You were totally going to deliver it on time. You don't know why they got that impression. Or where they got the blasters. But the ship's not going anywhere, so you're grounded from damage from barely fighting your way free. You managed to make it limp to a habitable system on a half-functional thread capacitor. Dropped out of the thread and managed to make it to a safe landing, in that the hull's intact and is probably still airtight. And it is night on this world. So far, all you know is it said Lokavoran on the map, and you weren't able to see any cities from orbit. And when you landed, it looked like you landed in a dump. And you are walking. And that's where we start. So I need notice. We are actually, I'm taking you back to the main page. We're going to throw our first aspect on our story.
Ooh. So we're retconning some of our session 0 stuff then?
No, I'm using some of yours. So you go to notes. Then we have we have a story aspect. Down and out on Lokavoran.
Sorry, where are we supposed to be looking at this?
You have notes. So you have Phase 0, Core, and notes on your character sheet.
Ah.
I'm not responsible for taking notes for everybody. That being said, we are recording this and putting it up, so you know. But an aspect, of course, is something you can use in your gameplay. So it's important to keep track of them.
Is the aspect just down and out on, or is it down and out on the place
Down
that
and
we're at?
look in the chat.
Did
And
not
roll
spell
20.
that. Definitely didn't spell that right.
A copy and paste in time saves, a copy and paste saves plenty of time. Yeah, basically nobody is using their camera. But if I didn't need to have GM NPCs, I would share my screen. But I need to have GM NPCs. So, hey, I know what I can do. Give me a sec.
I haven't been able
You
to
do
figure out where I put my
Play
camera.
silver?
Wait for it.
Smart.
There we go. And then, if I start my screen share...
Oh. That's fine.
That should have everybody.
Ooh.
Except I shared the wrong one. Because of course I did.
When adventure comes along, you must have it.
There we are. Now everybody happy. Ish. All right, I need so everybody gets one fate point for being down and out in Loka Varon. It is above freezing, right? It's about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, the equivalent. Oh hey, so we'll do a new temperature system because I'm doing it on the fly. So the temperature is point 0.4. As in 40% of the way to boiling.
So it's 40 degrees Celsius?
40 Celsius. Hot, right? Barely habitable, but habitable. So you landed on a junkyard in Baghdad.
So we landed in Baghdad.
So you landed in Baghdad, yeah. No, you landed in Mosul. How's that?
Is that humid?
Humid. Huh?
Humid or arid?
Mosul is, I want to say Mosul is humid as well, but I think Mosul might be more arid. I'd have to double check.
Baghdad
No.
was humid.
Baghdad was humid because rivers. Anyway.
Also a dictator that had artificial lakes created.
All right, so there you are. I need notice from my functional 2.
Am I functional?
Nope.
Okay.
I think I am.
You are.
Wow. That's from inside my...
Yep. So scholarship. Sensors is scholarship.
Oh.
Alright. I'm guessing, yeah.
Good notice. Hey, there's a Synther over there. Looks powered down, but you might be able to tear it apart and get some really good salvage for your mecha. Some
Nice.
servos, some armor, big overcompensating pulse rifle.
Ooh, nice. I like that rifle.
Christoph, with a fair notice, it's hot. Has anybody noticed you got fur? Because it is hot.
Can I strap this mech to my back and carry the rifle?
No.
Isn't like Sarge basically a grown man made of steel?
Yep.
That sounds like it would be quite heavy to me.
Also,
Well,
I'm not sure it actually made it into the stuff on here, but I'm pretty sure in some of the lore, his rifle is so gripped, so much, so often that it basically looks like it's fused to his hand. It's not, but he's just so consistent how he holds it.
Trust the storyteller. He'll tell the story. So you see one.
Oh,
So you want to go take the rifle and then drag him?
Yeah, I want to carry that rifle, and I want to tie him to my back.
Okay.
Strap him to my back, so that way I can walk around like rucksack style. You know.
You have resources. I need average resources for enough rope.
All right.
Oh, you're scary. Yeah, you've got him tied to his back. But you can't. You go to take the rifle, and it seems to be welded to his hand.
Oh. Is there any way that I can jimmy rig it to where he's holding it and I aim and pull the trigger?
Just a stick attached to his arm.
Do I know if that would work or not?
Why don't you give me a craft assessment to see if the rifle has power?
Ooh. No. Wow.
You know
I
what?
rolled down for that one.
You don't think you're pretty sure that thing will never fire again, and you're not sure you want to have a clear line of sight to when it gets the trigger pulled.
well, at least it's got parts.
In the semi distance, I need a notice from Sarge.
Yeah, I don't have the skill, so I'll just roll them.
Average. That's fine. Somebody's pulling on your arm. Something is pulling at your arm. Somebody's trying to take Bessie.
Wait, that's the name of his gun?
So, as you're examining the overcompensating pulse rifle,
Yep.
there's a flicker of light in the photoreceptors of the combat center,
Whoa.
and it may even say something.
Well, let me set this fellow machine down and inspect it. Totally a machine.
yes.
Okay. So in this world, there's synthers and bots,
Okay.
right? Bots are automata. Anything that has a processing capacity but no self-awareness, right?
Okay.
My mill, your car, those are bots.
Okay.
It's something that can think is a synther, a synthetic like consciousness.
Gotcha.
And there's two kinds of synthers. There's the kind that run on magic technology, right? Crystals. Those were the original type. And they're called crystal synthers. Okay. And there's ones that run on processing chips that imitate the functions of a crystal. Those are called chip synthers. So you have 3 layers of automated life.
How can I tell which one it is?
Well, you could, if you had the ability to sense the song, like then you could see if you felt the song, because those are song aligned things.
I don't believe in that heebie-jeebie stuff.
Or you could scan it, or try to run an external diagnostic with either sensors or craft. Evaluate it with craft, scan it with sensors, which is scholarship.
Sarge would like to fully activate his power pack and bust out of his rope.
Awesome. Sarge has been lying dormant for he doesn't know how long. So I'm going to need a good physique from Sarge to power up without external help. Ay. Did you just roll You just rolled fantastic?
I rolled up 3.
Okay, that gives you an overflow. So you are, so you're powered up, and
Can I still do a sensor check on him?
Can I?
Hold on, we're taking turns, children.
Okay, all right.
So who goes first?
I'm really quick.
Sarge, your gun is not powered up yet, so your stunt is not in. So you have mediocre initiative. What's your initiative in mecha?
What skill dictates that?
What do you have?
I have
Do you have Dogfighter?
I do have Dogfighter, so pilot.
Pilot. Do you have Great Initiative?
Yeah.
What's Owen's initiative? It'll be if you can't find it figured out on your character sheet, it will be a note in my Google Doc.
What?
But otherwise, it's your notice unless you have a stunt.
I feel like that's a flaw in my character build there.
Average. Okay, so in notes, boost and situational, I'm gonna just say we're just gonna put average. So that should be actually we're gonna do that in your extras. We're just gonna put hack. Yeah, average initiative. There you go. Unlike Dungeons and Dragons in Fate Core, you don't roll that. It's set. Your character's reflexes are as good as your character's reflexes are. So that way, when we got like 3 people want to do stuff or could do stuff, so Owen, so he went over. He started fiddling with a synther or a bot. What's Owen doing while he's doing that?
I'll be like right behind him, making sure there's nothing like I'll keep his back covered pretty much.
All right, give me another notice roll.
I just had a funny thought.
Fair.
Fair notice. It's still hot. It's
Yay.
It's going to take a good notice to find siege. So it's still just hot. Why don't you guys have your icons over where you actually are if you're over by Sarge? Thanks.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Siege has perfect camouflage with his multicolored body.
And being unconscious and not moving. Yes. Ironically, there's all kinds of rusted and multicolored and patched together stuff in a junkyard. So you do blend. You blend. Maybe the only time you do blend. So great is sticky. And then at fair, we have Owen. And then at mediocre, we have Sarge until Betsy powers up.
Wait,
all right.
It's notice, right?
Notice.
So I have average.
Average.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So that's the turn order. And unless there's a stunt involved, that's always the turn order.
I'm going to learn my character more. I barely understand this.
Oh.
That's good though. That's like one of the joys of role playing is learning a new system.
Bruce, it would be my would I be able to use my canine senses for my notice rolls here?
Canine senses would give you that would be. That's fine.
Okay. Okay, so I'd have had all right, good to know. Good to know.
So you have
Where
a
do
good.
I would have a good, yeah.
Hey, look! That one looks like it might be salvageable.
Where do I look for notice? Oh wait, never mind, I found it.
You're busy being powered down.
Yeah, I just wanted to know the information for when I needed it.
Thank you.
Okay, so top of the order is Cookman. What's Sticky? So Sticky wants to assess whether you're dealing with a chip or a crystal synther. You can either do that with your sensors or with your mechanical evaluation, depending on which skill you want to use. That's a scholarship for your sensors, or that is craft for your actual hands-on, like looking at its port.
Those are both the same number with Micro Machinist. It talks about circuitry robots, fine mechanisms, complex electronics. Would either of those be applicable in this situation?
Micro Machinics for estimating the circuitry of a synther is absolutely the right stunt.
So it doesn't matter which.
Actually, I think if you click on it, it'll just make you roll.
Well, that's
For Micro Machinist?
Yep.
This
No. Okay. Edit it, and you can make it do your roll.
Dankeschön.
So do bonus roll skill. Click that box, then close it.
Do I have to?
Put what skill it is.
It's two different skills, though, right? Scholarship and craft.
So pick one. So no, then you have to just do it in your head. Then you just have to do it in your
I
head.
have them up here already.
Then you click. Then you just click them here.
Yeah. So I can. Do you want me to do both or just one? Did I just pick one? Does it matter?
No. Just all it's going to tell me is what kind of check you did.
Okay.
So story always matters.
Okay.
Right. This is the opposite of D&D, where the roll is the only thing that matters.
Mm-hmm.
This is a story. This is a story game.
Okay. So I think he's going to stick more with like hands-on and less towards like the song and sensors side of things.
Okay. So craft.
Even though he has that. So yeah.
So you're kind of turning the head and, oh my gosh, that's a crystal synther. If you can't get it repaired, a processing crystal can be recycled. You can make song blades out of it, or repurpose it to be a processing unit for a computer or something.
Okay.
So there's some value there, and there's no telling how powerful or old or complex the crystal is.
Hold up. Is there like a grading system to crystals that make better synthers?
Yeah, it's reflected in the skills of the synther.
Oh, okay.
Older, wiser, basically.
Interesting
older
theory.
crystal, more likely it is to be one of the stronger ones.
So while you're doing that, Owen notices that, hey, there might be some more salvage over there. The bot with the weird paint scheme.
Yeah, I'm gonna wander over and inspect it. See if
Oh,
it's
Craft or
valuable.
scholarship.
What?
Craft or scholarship.
Craft. All right. Well, I have neither of those skills, so that's a mediocre roll.
Oh,
I
And
got
he rolls up 4.
what?
This is a perfectly functional combat synther. Not only is it salvageable, but you think it just needs juice.
Ooh, let's see. That'll be
So- That's your turn. Sarge powers up on his own. Not just him with that roll, but he's got Betsy, which means his initiative also jumps up to great. Which means Sarge gets to go twice.
Wait,
Because
goes
he stands
twice.
up and his pulse rifle powers up.
Dad, you got spidey senses for your gun.
I would like to yell at.
As far as Sarge can see, as his receptors power up again, he sees a salvage synther, right? A lightly armed salvage synther that was trying to harvest him.
Yes, and as I go to defend myself and get away, I yell at Siege to activate. And if I need to spend a fate point to try and force him to power on, I will.
You can send a spend a fate point to power him on. That's absolutely a useful. So what aspect would you be using to declare? So you're using a fate point to make a declaration. What aspect of yours are you going to slap that fate point on?
Well, since he was my troop and he's my codependent combat engineer, I am his NCO. If I order him, he will do something.
All right, so you slap out an arms code in a quick data squeal, and that which the gecko can understand, and that powers Siege up. Siege, what Siege is notice?
I believe it's at average.
Okay.
Yes, it is average.
Yeah,
I'm
average.
sure at the moment.
What's Siege's athletics?
Athletics.
Fair.
Yeah.
What's Owen's athletics?
Fair.
Oh my goodness.
What's Siege's what's Siege's song?
Song. It is average.
What's Owen's song?
Good.
Owen goes first. So the order is Sarge. When armed, the order is Sarge, Sticky, Owen, Siege.
I seem to
So
have a better
Sarge has taken his move. He made a declaration, right? He declares that Siege is in the story. And it is Sticky's turn. You guys don't. I know we've been playing a lot of D&D. You don't have to go to your state character sheet first. You can roleplay. Right? The character sheet is a tool to help you roleplay. But in Fate Core, telling the story, roleplaying, doing the acting, that's the thing. And when that requires a mechanic, I'll let you know.
All right.
So I should be able to play this system a lot better than I was playing D&D.
Oh, hell yes.
Not Fate Core. I forgot the name of it. Sci-fi one.
Pathfinder.
Yeah. Well, Owen seeing Siege just like light up.
No, Sticky's turn. We were waiting for Cookman.
Me?
Yeah.
Can I describe how Siege wakes up?
Did my turn.
No.
It's coming back to me.
Yeah, it went that fast because Sarge got 2 turns in a row. Because he powered on and he powered his gun up, and that boosts his initiative to the top of the order.
He's going to use his 10 words he gets. Let me think of this for 1 second. Come in peace, and he's gonna move. He's gonna backpedal all the way back to here. Can he go 45 feet?
It isn't measured. It's a story thing, right? You're still thinking Dungeons and Dragons. So I backpedaled my buddy. That's all you have to tell me.
But you only get so many feet per...
That's in combat. We're not worrying about that. We're telling a story.
Oh, yeah. Well, he backpedals right back into his buddy.
So you go back to back with Sarge. Oh, with Owen. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
While waving the proverbial white flag.
Okay, hands up. Nope. I didn't do it. I come in peace. All right, Owen. You almost get run over by Sticky. What you doing?
Seeing Siege light up too, I go, crap, this one's alive too. I get ready to fight, fists up or paws up, I guess.
Oh, that's totally in character. Wow. Are you saying you have to fight him because you're alive, or are you just saying you're ready because you're ready?
I'm ready because I'm ready, and also because I'm a Blythe, and I don't know if he's better than me or worse than me, because he's either predator or prey.
So it's either one. So we'll get there. Siege, what are you doing, man?
So as soon as Siege gets up, he's going to try and observe the situation, see if we're in danger currently.
Okay. So you see 2 armed people about your size. So the force is about equal.
Okay.
Well, you want to do this militarily? You want to do this with your senses, or you want to feel the song?
Militarily.
Give me a military roll.
Okay, that's good because my military's that good.
Oh yes, please change that setting.
Yep.
Oh,
On it now.
how do I? Okay, I got a 4.
So you got a great military.
You have to go to
Yes.
Settings, dice. No, it's the.
Could be fixed from now on.
It's on your character sheet. It's settings on your character sheet.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
All right. Because everybody can control how much help they feel they need.
Exactly.
All right. Well, if they go in a fight, you're going to be in trouble for close combat, but you guys have them surrounded, so that'll be helpful. You'd call this an even fight. They are capable of fighting, but they aren't attacking you yet. So that was your assessment. And Sarge's turn.
Sarge levels his rifle at the salvage drone and demands that it state its purpose.
Okay, Cookman's turn.
At this rate, it isn't going to be for another 50 years. But,
Oh. I help people. Did you say that we were both armed? Was I waving my gun in the air?
No, you just have a gun on your you have a holster, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Because like if I'm waving a gun around,
No, you got a pistol, but
Okay.
you've also got like on your right hip you've got a pistol because it's a space opera world.
Okay.
And on the other hip you have like a small toolkit kind of a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So he does pull his pistol out and goes, "I help people."
You draw the weapon and say, "I am not responsible for this."
And I
I'm
look
not.
at it. I help people. I wave it in the air.
Okay. Owen.
You can hear the smile in his voice as he says it.
He kind of looks at Sticky and is like, "Are you sure you should be waving that around?" And like unsheathes his claws.
You're a canine type. You don't have retractable claws.
That's right. King your
Didn't
cats.
you draw your weapon last turn?
No, I don't. I used.
No, he didn't.
Oh, I thought he got ready.
He hasn't drawn his shot. He hasn't drawn his rifle or his song blade.
Yeah, because unlike him, I'm not stupid.
So the Blythe in front of you, Siege, is making no overtly hostile motions, although it is a Blythe. So they're a little hair trigger. What do you do?
I guess just get ready to start fighting if they do. I haven't been ordered to attack. They don't seem to be attacking, but I don't know yet.
All right, so you guys get the feeling of how this goes. You don't need me to announce your turns. You know who's in order. Just keep going until something. And if you get bored, then let me know. Or storytelling. There are two kinds of parts of a story, and they alternate like heartbeat. One is called a scene, and the other is called a sequel. Right? A scene is a conflict. Somebody tries to do something against opposition. Will they succeed? And a sequel is you observe what's going on, you have some emotions, you figure out what's going on, and you make a decision what you're going to do about it. So right now we're in a sequel. The turn order is going to be a little less strict. I don't have to track everything. You guys try to observe it, but you guys go around the loop, right? Tell the story together until it requires me to tell people they need to roll. Or you tell me you want to use a fate point or something.
Okay. I'm mostly just waiting for other people because
Right, because it's your dad's turn.
True.
So Sarge steps forward, rifle still aimed, and says, "Drop your weapon now before you force me to shoot."
Can I make a roll where I drop it into my holster? Is that a thing?
You can just holster your weapon. That's a response.
But I want to be literal. Is that a check?
Give me a pilot check, wise ass. I need. Okay, good. Yep, you drop it right back in your holster because you're a wise ass. Owen.
All right. I say to the guy in front of us, Siege, has he gotten up yet or no?
Yeah, he's on his feet. He was ordered to
All
his
right,
feet.
all right, good. I go, look, as far as we know, we don't want to fight, okay? We just need resources, and right now, you're not a resource I'm willing to collect, okay?
Ooh, I like that. What was it? Five points for Gryffindor.
Yeah.
Siege.
Hearing that, he's going to relax a little bit and look towards Sarge to see what Sarge wants him to do. Because, well, he doesn't know what to do with them.
No, that's perfectly fair. But, Joe shouldn't need me to tell him it's his turn then.
Seeing that my subordinate has already relaxed his guard in a tense situation, I'm going to order the two strangers to back away from him before I'm willing to talk with them any further.
Sticky.
Back away from him.
From Siege.
Yeah.
Oh, he turns around and looks at Siege and he goes, "Oh, hi." And he goes over here.
Back away. Comes closer.
Have you met Cookman?
Am I no equidistant? Let's be equidistant here.
Okay.
I don't go closer.
Owen back. No, what am I doing? Owen backs up and moves out of the line of fire a little bit.
Hand on head for a second here. Do
Yeah, boss.
thermonuclear weapons exist?
What?
Do thermonuclear weapons exist?
Well, I mean, they're a step above banging rocks together, but people know how to make them.
Okay. I said back away, not shimmy a few inches. Get away from my troop, or I will be forced to fire on you. Final warning.
I'm gonna hide behind the other guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper in Owen's ear. He's kind of mean.
He's kind of mean. Okay, Owen.
Yeah. All right, we did what you asked. Now drop the death stick, okay? And he puts his paws down.
You said turn orders are looser in this kind of part here, Bruce?
They're looser, but Christopher should still get a turn.
Okay. I don't mind my turn being skipped because it seems like Dad has an idea of what to do, and I currently do not have an
It's turned
idea.
into more of a conversation. It gets a little...
Okay, yeah, converse then, guys. That's fine.
Crap. Now I forgot what he said.
I said, put the death stick down. We did what you asked.
The day I put this rifle down is the day my crystal shattered. However, if you remain peaceful, you have nothing to worry about.
Do you at least stop aiming it at them?
I move it to a low ready.
Okay.
It's still pointed in their direction, just less so.
You're one of the good guys, right?
What's the order, Commander?
Just hang on, Siege. Just hang on. what are you two doing here? And why were you poking around?
Because
Adam?
we're
Oh.
not.
I saved his life, and I poke a thumb over at the wolf.
Yes, he did. We're just trying to survive, okay? We did nothing wrong. Mostly.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
While I have a general idea of how Siege and I ended up on this rock, what are you two doing here?
Actually, Siege and Sarge have no idea how they ended up on a junkyard world.
I said general.
I mean, yeah, if you look like you were scrap, then it does kind of make sense why you're in a junkyard world. But you don't, like, remember getting dropped off. Nobody left you, like, 3 spare batteries and a pillow.
Sarge has seen work.
Yeah.
He knows what it's like to wake up in a junkyard. He has an idea of what's happening. Just not a specific.
This situation seems familiar. I've done this
Can you lie to
before.
us? Can I detect if he's telling the truth, that he knows why he's there? Those are the words that came out of his mouth.
You have empathy as a skill?
Yeah,
You have empathy as a skill?
at average.
Oh my god, yes, roll.
Where's that deceit?
So, okay, yes, he's being honest. He doesn't know why he was here.
Okay.
Yeah, deceit versus empathy is one of those, like, shoot versus athletics.
Interesting.
Do we know why we're here?
Okay, third
Yes.
time for the records. You guys were in Powerith, the homelands of the Blythes, a client state of the big major superpower, with very loose rules and a lot of corruption and smuggling. If Bangkok and if Thailand and Indonesia had like 500 star systems, that's Powerith.
Okay.
Also, if their default population was Blythe, let's just say things are chaotic there. Maybe you took maybe you took a smuggling contract. Maybe they were suspicious you were trying to double cross them. Certain suspicions became certain words became certain shootouts. Certain shootouts became certain dogfights. Certain dogfights became emergency thread jumps to, gosh, I hope there's a habitable planet, because we're not going to be able to make it to an industrialized one. Hey, look, this one has atmosphere. Let's try to land. I don't know if we're going to be able to take off again without repairs. Ta-da!
Okay.
So there may or may not be a pack of 7-foot tall space werewolf smuggling consortiums that want you dead. You may or may not have a hull full of questionably legally obtained high quality wood for construction and art projects.
So, if I'm kind of like the group paladin, and I'm trying to keep them keep them out of trouble for the most part.
Is Sticky a group paladin?
Kinda, yeah.
When did this happen?
I
Since
think
he
it was
started
like an
saving
idea.
people. That's his thing. He saves people.
Who were you saving getting involved with the smugglers?
It was Owen.
Oh, this is part of the deal to get Owen to get Owen's freedom. Okay, that'll work.
Oh.
See,
Yeah,
this is
let's-
how we tell the story, right? I take an aspect here, we throw it together, we're telling a story together. That's fake core.
So what am I doing here? I'm saving him. Again. But I'm also following him, so do what he says.
Yes.
And then he whispers to Owen, "You're going to do the right thing this time, right?"
You
Oh,
wouldn't
he-
be able right?
Super ego to the rescue.
Owen looks at him and goes, "Yeah, sure." Like, gives him a very large side eye.
The,
All right.
I think these civilians are liable to get themselves killed. What's your assessment?
I didn't hear what you said.
Siege, these civilians are liable to get themselves killed. Would you agree with that assessment?
I would agree, Commander.
Sergeant, for the last time, we keep telling you. The officer is dead. That does not make me the officer. Still Sergeant.
I see, Commander. I will refer to you as Sergeant.
Oh,
More synthers for the cause. Let us save these mortals.
Are they mortals? I thought they were immortal. That's why they're synthers.
No, we're synthers. They're the mortals. He points at the wolf thing.
Roll deception.
Oh, yeah. That's just going to be a straight fudge dice. I love this. Yeah, mediocre.
Empathy for you guys? For the
I don't
actual
think I
synthers?
I
You
don't
have it
believe
mediocre.
I do?
Sarge buys it. You are totally a bot.
Okay, how do I do the roll? Or do I just click on the mediocre thing?
/R4DF.
Okay, /R4D.
Space 40F.
Oh, /R space 3!
Ooh.
He's full of shit. That's not a robot. That's a Gakovian.
Hey, who's in charge here?
There's a
going to-
lizard. There's not a chip running that thing. There's a lizard in there.
I
How can you
turn
tell there's a lizard
over.
in there?
There's not a lot of bloody options. If you are not a synther and you're running around in a synther body, right, you're a Gakovian.
I turn over to Sarge and say, Sergeant, that's a Gikovian.
well, at least one of us has a damn good sensor package. Remind me to get mine upgraded one of these days.
I will try to.
You trust Siege over your own judgment? Interesting.
Wesley, let the dog in, please.
Siege is like the newer model compared to Sarge.
I mean, I wouldn't say newer model.
No.
Oh, the Sarge character looks way more beat up than Siege.
Oh,
They
Siege,
both look like they've been fed into a meat. You know, if somebody tried to feed them into a recycler on half power. You know, so they're both kind of beat up, but the parts of Sarge that aren't beat up look like they've been shot, welded back together, chewed on, and or reconstituted at least 2 or 3 times.
Siege,
all right.
it was his second mission that went horribly wrong and he ended up here.
Like his divots have scars.
My welds have welds.
The binary code has
Since they're trying to
scars.
eat them and just baby birded them right back up.
I can almost guarantee you something has eaten and spit Sarge back out at least once. Yes. One of his aspects is I have seen worse, and there is no more details required.
So is Siege just a crystal center as well?
Yeah.
I
I'm basically a model they wanted to test. And then the test went horribly wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna say this on the record. Sticky says out loud, "So, are you also a crystal center?"
Yes.
To Siege. You said yes?
Yes, I am a crystal synth.
Siege, operational security protocol. Jeez, man.
I mean, I am not a crystal synth. I am a chip synth.
Just shut your mouth.
Yeah, that's
There's a reason why one of his aspects isn't one of his aspects Jaffo.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
I think it was going to be. Did it get changed or not?
Oh no, it's Jaff. Yeah, there's a Jaffo. The JAFO, just another forward observer. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's a 1980s military nickname.
Yeah, that is one of his aspects.
So, I hand on head for a second, Christopher. If Sarge ever refers to Siege as boot, that is a clue for you that he's thinking your character's acting like a noob.
Okay.
So play into it, play against it, but keep that in mind.
Yeah. I hear boot. He thinks my character's being dumb.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a way to tell you you're being an idiot and give you an instruction with one syllable.
all right.
Okay.
Well, now that it seems that we're not gonna kill each other, we should probably decide
no
if
if on me to that center over there.
Yeah. That's pretty sweet.
saying
Do you have a ride off this rock?
no and yes. It's the best way I can put it.
Okay. I'm officially requisitioning your craft. I will help you do what repairs are needed. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Well, as Sticky over here can explain.
Or not.
Pretty sweet. I like that.
Sergeant, shouldn't we ask them why they crashed?
They haven't actually said they crashed yet, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Our characters don't know that.
Sergeant, shouldn't we ask them why they can't get off easily?
Phrasing, child, phrasing.
I don't know what I said wrong. Oh wait, now I understand.
Thank you. Processing. Child, quit playing with my gut, or I won't hug you.
That was awkward to hear.
It was awkward to feel. I don't care. They said they have a ride. If it clearly probably needs repairs or they wouldn't have been walking around poking in junk files, let's go figure it out.
Okay. And then I guess I'll be going closer to Sarge.
Now the question is, are they willing to actually show us their craft, or are they going to try and pull some crap?
Finds the biggest ship they can. This is our ship.
Well, let's see. Oh, means I'm gonna pull Sticky aside and say, like, I'm gonna pull Sticky aside and say, do we actually like tell them stuff or no?
Is Sarge's hearing good enough to have actually overheard that?
Notice. So no.
Not this time. Ugh. Flaw in the character build right there. Is Cookman, you gonna reply to him or?
I did not catch that. Sorry.
Oh. I said, Sticky, are we actually going to let them help us or no?
I think we should.
All right. Good to know.
They're totally trustworthy synthers, like me.
All right. I may doubt you, but we'll trust them for now.
Well, if we don't, that guy with the really big stick is going to get us. Do we have a choice?
Fair point. Fair point.
You are being helped. Do not resist.
All right. Well, I'll let Sticky tell them everything. Because it wasn't my fault.
Oh, okay. And then I'll yell past Owen. You guys can totally come with us. We trust you.
Sergeant, it sounds like they don't trust us.
How about you show us to your craft and we'll figure out what's needed to get her airborne again.
Good idea.
See? Sticky goes and elbows Owen and says, they can totally help us fix the ship.
Yeah.
Wait, how did they know our ship was broken down? Did we tell them?
Yes. I said
No, Sarge figured it out by deduction.
I
So you're
think this
taking him
one.
back to the Theseus?
Yeah, the big ship.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean we need parts to fix it?
I would assume so.
That'd be why we were in the junkyard in the first place, wasn't it?
That was why you were there in the junkyard in the first place, yes.
Help us scavenge for parts, and you can come back.
Didn't Sarge say to show... I'm gonna keep quiet.
Don't keep quiet, you're part of the role-playing game.
I'm just slightly confused because didn't Sarge just tell them, show us your ship?
Yep.
Look, I don't know what to salvage for if I don't see what we're trying to fix.
That's a good point. I think we let him show him our ship, and then they'll show us what we need to get.
Wait, for how you don't we know what we need to fix the ship?
No, you haven't done an assessment that I know of.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know anything about ships. I'm a fighter, not a scientist.
Hmm.
Did he just become the bones
Alright,
of our group?
we're going back to the ship then.
No, he became the Jane of your group.
Oh yes, I don't know how to fix ships. I'm not a scientist. Is it the turn?
If you haven't watched Firefly, now's the time to watch Firefly, guys. He's Jane.
I believe we covered this last week. I can't seem to get through it.
Okay, you're familiar with the fact that they have a relatively uncultured semi-thug as their security guy?
Yeah, yes, I know who Jane is.
Werewolf.
Okay.
Space werewolf.
He doesn't actually transform, though, right? He's just a bipedal wolf creature.
Bipedal, 7-foot tall bipedal wolf creature with aggression issues. Yes.
It's like the alpha mentality, right?
Yeah, it is that you have to, until you've been put in your place, you don't know where your place is, therefore you're psychologically insecure, causes even more aggression until you've tested yourself against everybody, so you know who's the alpha. Once you know who the alpha is, you're perfectly capable of functioning, but but that's kind of mind, you have to know who's the bitch.
Right. It's a very pack mentality.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point, Sarge is going to have to beat him down.
Oh, hell yes.
Or Siege.
No, it's not. It's not. It's he has to witness it or experience it for his. That's how Blythes work. Like
Actually,
if he sees somebody beat or dominate somebody who's beaten him, he's good because he knows where he is in the hierarchy. That makes sense?
Yep.
Yes.
So
So-
Christopher, he won't fight Siege because he's already seen Siege take orders from Sarge.
But he will challenge Sarge.
And if he loses a Sarge...
As a matter of fact, here's a fun here's a fun thing on the way back because he's hot, he's thirsty because this is an arid world. He's had a rifle pointed at his face, and he doesn't know these people, and he's a Blythe. So here's a way that the storytelling in Fate Core works. Christoph, of course, is familiar with it. Christopher is not. So I'm going to look at Christoph and say, Paul, you want a fate point? Because you're a Blythe. Meaning, I think your racial psychology would drive you to start some shit with Sarge until you know who's tougher. Now, he has two choices. He can say, yes, take the fate point, and the story goes that way. Or he can say, I don't really want to. So fate points represent the control of the story, right? He'd pay me a fate point, say, no, I'm not going to do that right now. And the story avoids that tangent. That's the big driver of that. And you can then use your fate pile of fate points for advantages or disadvantages as the story goes on. Does that make sense?
He's asking you, Christopher.
Yes, it does. I do have a slight question about the Blythe situation.
Yeah.
So, the idea is because, Siege has been taking orders, the guy isn't going to challenge him. So,
Correct.
I'm now wondering if if a Blythe doesn't see Siege taking orders, Siege beats them up for whatever reason, then they see Siege taking orders. That means they're going to follow Sarge instead, because Siege is listening
Wait,
to
what?
that.
Yes,
If
Christopher.
somebody alpha dogs him, but then they say, hi, master, and there's somebody that they consider to be the alpha
Oh, yeah.
dog,
He'll automatically follow all the way up the chain of command.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
But if Sarge beats him, then he doesn't know if you're senior cadet or if he is.
So you're next.
So you're next. Yes.
You better hope Daddy can hold his own.
So Blythes are kind of a challenge because they can derail the whole story if they're overplayed.
Yeah.
But session 1, you guys are stranded on a world. You're hot, you're miserable. You've been in a junk pile for you don't know how long. It seems like some aggressive characters blowing off some steam, and a Blythe's need to establish the pecking order would make him picking a fight on the way back to the ship pretty logical.
Yeah.
Yes.
Christoph, do you want the fate point?
I think we know the answer is yes.
Christoph wants the
I
fate
do.
point. All right, you get a fate point. You're up to 5.
Oh my God.
Yay.
Christopher, you should have a fourth one because I gave you one of mine earlier when I activated you.
Yes,
Oh.
true.
Oh, that's how that works? So I have 4 right
Yeah.
now?
No, he should have 5. Everybody started the game with 3. You're all down and out on Loca Veron.
Yep.
That's at 4 for everybody. You took one of your 4 and piled it on him. So Siege has 5. You have 3.
Yeah, I forgot about the fate point we got, so that was
Yep.
why the map was going backwards.
I also have another question.
Quickly, please.
So, if for some reason we get into the fight before he fights Sarge, I assume the same thing would happen as if he hasn't seen me taking orders from Sarge. And I... You know what? I'm not phrasing the question correctly. I'll just ask it after the session.
There, thanks. All right. So you're walking back. It's probably a mile or two back to the ship, which is plenty of time for Blythe to be irritable. Take it away, Christoph. You don't have to say it out loud because I know you're with a bunch of people. You can type. That's fine.
Well, right. So, as we're walking back, I'm beginning to question what. Like, obviously, as a Blythe, like, I could totally take this guy 100%. And, like, because he's probably Sergeant, he's probably in the lead. So I, like, my hackles start to raise, and I, like, walk up to him, and I kind of, like, shove him a little bit to see what he does. So I, like, push him pretty roughly from behind.
Bruce, you might correct me on this one, but I'm going to roll with it and see what you let happen. So Sarge has a random flashback memory to another situation where he's dealt with Blythe. He doesn't have any context. He's just, as soon as Christoph's character, I forgot the name, pushes him and he hears that kind of low growl, he whips around, grabs him by the throat, and says, "Down, puppy!" and throws him.
Okay, that's physique. Physique against his defenses. So that's a physique attack.
Good.
You can oppose physique, athletics, however you want to defend Christoph.
All right.
So dodge athletics, if you want to wrestle him, that's physique. If you want to use the song, obviously that's song.
All right. I do want to ask a question. How does the song in defense work? Is it kind of the same thing as just
shield for Dresden Files?
Oh, okay. All right. I'll just use physique to just try and
it's
stop
easier
him.
that way, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Down.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you take 3. So the way that Joe said it, he's putting an aspect on you, not trying to do stress.
Actually, can I use a fate point as a Blythe? I wouldn't let that slide. Could I use a fate point to re-roll that to try and break out of it?
Christoph, do you want to use a fate point on a character argument?
Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Okay. So, you slap. All right, I'm dragging everybody back to the junkyard because the hootenanny is beginning. And here's how this goes: is because you wanted to create an advantage, which is what it's called mechanically, and the advantage you're putting on the Blythe is on your ass, right, or something similar. So you go over to the text and you would just type, like. You would put the text in, and that's it. You've created that advantage. The phrase is your advantage. So we're going to be writing all over the maps in Fate Core. It's kind of fun to do.
I'm glad we don't have to write it using mouse. My handwriting is bad enough.
Yes.
Okay, so now it is now the. Is anybody outside of this fight going to interact, or you guys know enough about what's going on to let them work it out? Is this fight going to expand out of loyalty, or is this going to stay one-on-one? And
I
the
don't
person who goes next, who's just going to decide if he's going to jump in or step back, is actually Cookman, because we have the initiative already spelled out. So, what does Sticky do? He's been in the Blythe home country for like the last year or two, so he kind of knows Blythe.
Oh, okay.
At the very least, you've been last couple months. You've been dealing with Blythe, so
Yeah. Could he scan Siege to try to get an advantage against him, saying that he assesses what kind of synth he is to be able to better combat him if he tries to get involved?
military.
Be military to do that?
Well, like, what do you mean? What are you trying to get? How he shoots? How he fights? What is this?
Are you
What-
trying to see?
I
like,
want to
what-
know what his like body type has as strengths and weaknesses. Like basically saying like T100s or whatever it is, style. And
Fight.
like,
It's a fight. You're using fight as an assessment.
Yeah.
Okay, roll fight,
Okay.
but just fight. None of the others.
So if I have
Mediocre then.
mediocre, it is.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Sounds like he's trying
Nope.
to figure out.
-1.
what
You know, he's probably a weak old droid because he looks so beat up. You doubt he could. You doubt he's a real threat. All right, Kristoff, you're flat on your ass. Having like you pushed, he dumped you, and now you're on the ground looking up at him. What do you do?
I think about it for a second, and then I like, you can see my mind, like, I think about it, and like I can tell from the way he like put me down, he's definitely very strong. He knows what he's doing, and I'm like, he's I like just kind of like, I understand he's the alpha. I understand
Okay.
that from just
You concede. You give. You just farmed me for fate points for one move. Nicely done. You cheat bastard. Yep. Okay. All right.
We
You
have
raise paws. You're right. Tail between the legs. Raise paws. That's the Blythe symbol of my give up. And Sarge knows Blythe culture enough. He's been around long enough, and he knows that the fight's over.
Does Siege see the fight is over?
Yes.
Okay, then he's not.
Because he's taking his cue from Sarge, who isn't continuing the fight. This actually does happen sometimes. I was in a judo class. It was my first time in the judo class. And one of the blue belts wanted to test me. And he just kind of randomly grabbed me around the throat from behind. And I turned, broke it, wrapped him up, locked his elbows, and had his throat in my hand in one move. And he's just blinking at me. And he's like, okay, you know some things.
Why would he
Just let
trust you though? You have like a black belt or something.
Because
No.
Bruce doesn't walk into every class and announce his qualifications.
Oh, okay.
A real person is a white belt always. If you can't walk into a class and be a white belt, you're not a master of anything.
The basics.
I was just confused because I figured you were probably wearing a uniform with your belts.
Nope.
Okay.
If
It's
I
kind of a awkward thing to do when you walk into somebody else's school.
Yeah, that's looking for a fight. That's pissing on their front lawn and seeing if they want to come out and punch you.
when I started taking classes for sword with Bruce, I didn't show up wearing my purple belt from Taekwondo because I'm not a purple belt in Heidong.
Oh, okay. I thought that this was something he does have the belt for. I didn't
Nope.
realize it was a different.
Nope.
Okay, that explains it then.
Yep. I was a white belt, and somebody wanted to find out how white belt I was.
Also, not
I
the
was
thing to do
confused
in martial
because
arts
I
in general.
thought
It's a little rude, but it is. I was 20. I was in my 20s. He was.
Okay.
It was a BSU. It was the BSU State Judo Club.
Okay.
So young man, 18, 19, 20, high testosterone, low reasoning.
Yeah.
Right? And this is exactly the kind of shit that underclassmen want to do because they want to see who the pecking order is because that's how their testosterone-drowned brains work.
They also like to do that stuff for fun, too.
That's also fun. Yes,
Yeah.
But the fun part is a little more initiated willingly as opposed to just grabbing somebody.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. After that, we got along fine. And that's what I would expect from you two, right? Having done the pissing match and knowing who's alpha, I expect you two to get along fine.
You better not have a best friend.
I will be his best friend. We shall fight to see who his bestest best
Yeah,
friend.
you are next, but not right now because his conflict need is satisfied for a while. And
What about Sarge?
Playtesting suggestion.
yeah,
Maybe the Blythe do have something like a hunger track.
Ooh.
no, it's a violence refractory period, and we're gonna move right past that. So, going back to the ship. Welcome to the Theseus.
It's
It's going to
perfect.
be the Theseus when we're done with it. We'll crash it.
As we're walking up to it, what does Sarge notice about the outside?
In what context? Pick a skill. You can only do one kind of assessment at a time.
It would be a military assessment. He's
Roll it.
What does it look capable of? Assuming good repairs.
At one point, it was a medium freighter, maybe rigged out for passenger transport. But somebody did some work on those engines, and at least a third, if not half, of those shield generator modules weren't part of the original design. So she can shoot and scoot.
I would also like.
She's also got carbon. She's also got melted paint here and there from thermal bleed, and a little bit of armor scarring. Right? She's been in a fight recently.
Does it appear to be to Sarge? Does it appear to be more privateer or more smuggler?
So you get smuggler rigged as your assessment.
Okay.
Privateers would have a little more going in guns and a little less in engines. Okay. Siege.
I would like to do a military check to see what the weapons are and how functional they are currently.
For what?
Oh, Mom's not gonna.
Compared to what?
Compared to how they should be, like how broken are they currently and what are they supposed to be able to do?
Okay, military. I need a good.
Who's assessing the threat level?
Great.
I believe that because my military starts at good, it would have always have succeeded in that.
No, you can roll down, Chris.
Okay.
So you figure this thing, if it was in good shape, good repair, this thing could probably take on a half squadron, 3 or 4 starfighters, and with reasonable expectations of success. And maybe it could mix up with like a patrol cruiser, right? Like the equivalent of a destroyer, but it would be an uphill fight. So it's not a capital ship, Way too much guns for an individual starfighter.
So Sarge leans over towards Siege. They kind of look at each other, acknowledge that they both kind of gave the ship a once over, and Sarge goes, "It needs more guns."
Agreed, Sergeant.
Can I try to figure out what broke on this thing since
Yeah,
we
craft.
didn't do before? Yeah.
Are we doing assist mechanics?
Yeah, you can. So there's two ways of doing this, guys.
Yep.
Because he's trying to assess what's broken on his ship, and the group can decide. There's two ways of trying to help one another. You can just declare an assist if you have the skill at average or better, right? You have to have craft at average or better to be able to just declare it. And if you declare it, then he just gets a +1 for every person helping him.
I will declare an assist.
Shush.
Wait, Chris.
Or you can try to create an advantage, right? Those phrases, and what they're called aspects. You can try to slap an aspect on it before he rolls, and if you succeed, you can say he gets a free use of it. He gets a +2 instead of a +1. But if you roll down, or if you don't roll well enough, and I determine how well you need to roll, then you may not be able to give him any help. So it's a gamble. You can, if you have the skill at average or better, you can give him an automatic +1, or you can try to give him more. Because if you roll high enough, maybe you give him 2 or 3 uses on that. So you may be able to give him a lot more help, or none. And everybody has that option in group challenge settings. So right now, you guys are facing an obstacle. This is a scene, right? Assess the ship's damage. And you guys decide how you're going to overcome that obstacle.
Can I use shoot to assess the weapon systems?
No. Right now we're doing the obstacles a crafts requirement.
Okay. Then I will just do a straight assist.
Okay. You're going to
I'm
get
out.
plus... type it in, guys. Please, that kind of stuff, at least slap onto the record if you have access to type it.
I do not have craft, so I cannot help in this
Yes,
situation.
you do. You have
You
that
can, because you can try and get average or better. All right.
So even though I don't have it, I can roll at mediocre and try and get an average for an aspect?
Yeah, because everybody has the skill. Everybody has all skills at mediocre.
Yeah.
At least.
Okay.
At least.
So I will try and roll for an advantage.
Yeah. So while you... Oh, and that'll work. So,
+4?
Hold up.
Dad, look how ugly that is.
That's ugly, child.
you have many eyes on the problem, which you can tag for free for +3. And the synthers are giving you +2 total. So you get a +4 to your roll.
All right.
So now you can try and diagnose your combat crippled ship.
Get feet out of my face.
And my micro machinist
No,
does not help.
no. This is definitely macro machining.
$30.
Right? We're talking starships, not.
All right. So
I am
that's
unmuted.
Epic +7.
Nice.
Woot woot.
That's an idea. Starship meant for microorganisms.
Don't give the Geckovian ideas. Honey, I shrunk our fellow passengers. Oh crap! That reference was just lost on 2 of the players, wasn't it?
No.
Welcome to
I,
the age.
I watched the movie.
I have seen a game based on it.
what, Pikmin?
No. There's a game called Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I did not know that.
Don't be spending money now until you.
I'm not. I'm just looking at stuff. I was trying to look for a case in my tablet.
My mind was more in the route of like somehow bacteria gaining sentience.
When I'm
and
not
making
gaming,
starships.
remind me and I will help you find one that should work.
Turns out they've been
Oh.
everywhere, just no one has seen them yet.
So Grok is suggesting Craig as a replacement for the F word in this universe.
Craig!
Craig or Slag is options.
I like this.
Because us military guys, we need some swear words.
Does that
Because
include-
because Grok suggested it, I now cannot use it, or I lose the ability to copyright the game.
Dang.
Oh.
I have a suggestion. We could say slag instead. You know, like the.
That was one of the options I just mentioned,
Oh.
Craig.
I heard Craig, and then Clegg. So
I have further questions, but I will mention them when we're not being recorded.
questions for who?
Bruce.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see, if everything's kind of based around music terms.
It's not. It's not.
Ooh, I
That's
know
just the dominant theory of magic.
Left.
All right, guys. These are your 3 big problems that you were able to find.
Oh man.
So, a bunch of hits, a bunch of near penetrative hits from the forward from enemy dues, direct energy weapons. Right. So enemy dew fire has misaligned your thread tuners. So hyperspace, interstellar travel. There's like these magical corridors, threads between stars. You hook onto them. And you have to be able to see ahead to like adjust and like ride the insecure, like the suspension on your car. So without thread tuners, it's like riding on your axle.
Ooh.
That sounded.
And that's just unpleasant until you hit a pothole. Right? So any real turbulence in that thread rip your ship apart unless your thread tuners are working.
So it's like rails on a track.
Yeah.
All right. Enough heat bled through on the port hull that structural integrity is dubious without some reinforcements or at least some reworking on support struts. Okay. You're not sure that she would take the stress of another boost to orbit or another atmospheric reentry, and that'd be real bad.
Yep.
And not lose the ship, but may not have the power to get to orbit. Your right nacelle coupling is bleeding charge from the primary reactors. So the thrusters are actually only getting about 65%. And that's going to be, and that doesn't just magically go away. That kind of bleed turns into waste heat.
Not good.
Or electrical charge in internal systems. Which is why you had to land. She's not flyable.
Yep. That's not good. Can we fix these issues with the skills that we have right now?
These can they be fixed? Absolutely. So let's call up. Why don't you call up the Theseus?
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that Theseus is someone's wife.
Theseus is the man's name.
Yeah, Chris, that's a
No,
Ship
no,
of
no.
Theseus.
He's referencing one of the other characters' backstories.
Greek dude.
The intelligence running the ship is married to one of the player characters, I thought.
Ah, yes.
Yep.
I was really confused when you started saying, no, Theseus is a man. I was like, didn't you guys say wife?
No,
I completely
Theseus is
forgot
not a wife. But there is. No, you don't know. So hand on head, there's another gecko impersonating the ship computer.
And it's holding all the synonyms and antonyms.
Yeah.
What's her name?
But she is not the ship itself.
Okay, that makes more sense. I
Right?
understand.
It's kind of like if Alexa was actually a person in the little white package.
Oh my goodness. There's a funny video
Which
about
could
that.
be hilarious. Alright,
Alexa is just some of the aliens from Men in Black.
Right.
Hold up, I have to unplug mine.
so if you're looking at Theseus's skills, the jump between small capital ships and small ships is 4 shifts.
Whoa.
So she's got the engines of an average small capital ship.
That sounds like it's a little overkill.
And she's got the agility of an interceptor.
That's wild.
She's built to boost, scoot, and boogie.
Yep.
Well, and with good shoots, she's got the guns of 3 starfighters.
It's not
Plus-
enough.
Plus, it's got its own small cargo transport, so...
Fair is not small, right? She's got a whole cargo deck, so she can move a fair amount, right? She's got like the equivalent of like 4 semi trucks, 3 or 4 semi trucks in her hull under the crew deck that you're seeing the layout of.
So if good shoot is equivalent to 3 fighters, fair argument to say that we could treat 1 fighter as average.
Yeah, a standard run-of-the-mill system patrol fighter probably has agility and shoot at average.
Okay.
A small capital ship then. Or what do they have?
A small captive ship, you probably would have. There's different rules, right? But from a small craft perspective, they'd have a lot of stuff at great and a couple things at superb.
Okay.
So the Theseus right now, level 1, episode 1, because again, you guys can invest in her. It's kind of assumed you do. So she'll get better as your characters get better. But Theseus starting off is not really quite as tough as like a destroyer in the U.S. in a Coast Guard destroyer, right? In modern terms, she couldn't take on an Arleigh Burke. She wouldn't want to. But an Arleigh Burke couldn't ignore her either.
She's not the Enterprise.
No.
She's basically the Ghost from Star Wars.
She's a little faster than the Ghost. She's in that category, yeah. She's like, because the Ghost is tougher than the Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
And less subtle than the Falcon. But she's about where the Ghost is in the Star Wars universe, yeah.
Question: why don't all ships this size have the engines this one does? Like, why is that not a thing? Like, I'm just trying to figure out the logistic reason that they wouldn't do that.
Okay. How many player characters have invested their resources in it? Ultimately, is the out of game answer. The in game answer is the base model of this ship would have fair cargo and average crew. Would have fair cargo, average crew, average speed, and probably average resources or average physique, right? Because she's a middle-sized freighter, so she's got average physique, average crew, average speed. She'd be a relatively fast courier, but cargo would be her big thing. So her cargo space is the only thing that hasn't been upgraded.
So it'd be like if somebody took a minivan and made it into a drag racer.
If somebody took an economy van,
Okay.
and made it a James Bond car,
Nice.
yeah,
It's not cheap.
no,
This thing's
thing-
a bootlegger.
yeah, yes, she's a smuggler. She can fight off anything but dedicated military, right? She's a nightmare for pirates. She can fight off. She can hold her own against any individual pirate, probably. She is a nightmare for like small inshore or in-system raiders, etc. But she can't stand up to a regular Navy vessel.
I have to ask then, if this thing is effectively a bootlegger's car, where's the equivalent to the early NASCAR races? Because we got to go to one.
If that's an adventure you guys want to have, they're probably around.
There'll be some subterfuge, I'm sure, though.
Finding one without getting arrested would be the big challenge.
I'm now imagining that they don't call it NASCAR in this universe; they call it NASA. So it's like NASA.
You can't exactly go to like the Anoka City Hall and go, "Hi, I'm looking for the illegal drag races." Any more than you can say, "Can you point me to a crack house?" I mean, it's just, they exist, right?
Illegal drugs.
And there's even people probably in the building who know where they are because they've been like working with the cops or something.
Right.
Nobody's going to tell you, and they're never going to stop watching you after you ask.
Hello, I would like to see your evidence storage so I can smuggle drugs.
Okay, so you guys have some garbage some garbage world quests because you can't repair these out of ship stores.
No.
Well, we gotta find a Garrido, right?
So you need parts. You need parts to repair all three of these things, and they're different parts. Right? You need enough electronics to replace your damaged thread tuners. You're going to need capacitors to replace the nacelle coupling, and you're going to need high tensile, heat resistant metals or synthetics to patch, to reinforce the porthole.
All right.
Yes.
I'm going to attempt to use an aspect here.
Which aspect is that?
I believe it's go for the big boom. I would like to say that, well, here comes the boom. I would like to say, with my knowledge of explosives, I would probably also know what material is good for making those explosives. Thus, I would know about different materials' properties, and I could look for metals that have those properties.
That's not where I thought he was going, but I like it.
Okay.
Is that the...
His knowledge of explosive lends him some wiggle room on identifying material.
We need some high-grade nitrates here.
I thought it was pretty clever for my first use of an aspect here.
Because it's not a direct use of the aspect, I'm going to give you a higher target, right? So you need to get good military. Well, you're starting at good. You need to get great military in order to be able to create an advantage for the people.
Okay.
This is for the hull, right? This is judging heat resistant materials for the hull. Yeah, okay. So you
Okay.
you need to you can try it. You can give me great or better military because that's your demolitions skill.
Can I declare an assist?
Yes.
I declare an
Yay!
assist.
I will
She's at the break
also
even.
I will also declare an assist.
Oh, you have military as well. Dang. Okay.
Is
You
anyone
fly
else
the ship, they blow shit up.
I can tell.
Is anyone else going to assist too, or should I roll now?
Just roll. We've got it. So military and the other plus twos mean that you did get it.
Oh man.
So we're
Yay.
gonna. So you can slap a. You get to type in your aspect. I'd say type in something like chemical indicators underneath your problem aspect.
So
He's saying on the
So-
screen, but
Yeah, right on the map. Write it on the map under the problem you're addressing.
I am looking for the text thing. Okay.
left hand side T symbol.
And chemical. Oh, that is really small.
You can
True.
change it.
Oh, that is much bigger than I thought it was. Okay. Chemical ident. I can't spell.
You can say chemical guidelines.
Oh.
So then that people as they're scanning for resources.
How do I move it? Because it's a little bit off-centered.
Well, that should have been on the left hand side, anyways, bud.
There. Oh, wait. That's not what I thought it was. Can I change its size from here? Oh.
Do you see when you click on it? Do you see a number for the?
Yeah, like the colors, then Arial, and then...
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to delete the chemical one that was
Why?
just chemical. It was just
you
the
wrote
word
it in a different
chemical.
spot.
Yeah.
So,
I was trying to fix things.
Yay! He did it. Good job, Chris.
All right. Any other ways that you got your characters think they can help right away?
I mean, my craft skill is so low, I don't think initiating a crafts thing makes much sense by myself.
would I be able to identify with my craft skill what is needed for the thread thingy? Can I
Yeah,
tell?
that is microcircuitry.
Nice. So I do get the
Yep.
extra part of that.
So people can help you with crafts.
All right. Who wants to help me with crafts?
I'm gonna try rolling.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I'll try rolling too. I have it as fair, so...
Okay.
Okay, since I did crap, but I've seen worse this one time. I want to re-roll.
Ow.
Well, you can just it's the same thing. Just if you just
Yeah.
slap 2 on it, you're already up to giving him an aspect.
True.
Okay, fine, do that.
And then Christopher, so Siege gives him 2 aspects. So that's and I don't know if Owen has craft or not.
No, I do not.
He doesn't. But you. Can
You have it at mediocre, so you can
Mediocre.
roll maybe.
Ow! Quit poking
Oh!
me with your
Up
nails,
for
Joe.
2
Wow.
more. You get a
Wow.
plus 10 to your roll.
Wow.
And you are down an aspect, Scarrett, because that's how you were able to give it.
Yep. I already minused her down. Has 2.
That's legendary.
Plus 4.
That's crazy.
I'm realizing that Cookman's profile is the aliens guy.
What?
The ancient aliens.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Let me think about that.
Don't bite me.
Is it a person or a cat that's biting you, Dad?
Your sister.
That
Don't you
does
hear the
answer
maniacal
question.
cackling in the background?
No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maniacal cackling.
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 Yes, but it keeps you quieter at least.
Do we have to give Athena like a chew toy?
I need a sedative. You know those things that knock
Sedative, and no, you don't. You sleep enough as it is, child.
Okay, we'll call that problem fixed because with all of your help, he pulled the bus, stripped it, micro disassembled all the circuitry, and built new circuitry by hand in the ship's machine shop.
He disassembled the Lego set and built it better.
No disassemble.
The guy just remanufactured the burned out motherboard. That's what a legendary +4 is, right?
Nice.
And the one he built is like one industrial standard higher. So like he took 4 Xboxes and and built a $3,000 gaming laptop out of it. That's legendary +4. Disgusting. Good job.
Nice.
One problem is just flat out solved with the whole team working together.
Did
Now I
my
just have 2 problems to fix.
finding the metals to fix the one thing help?
Alexa.
You guys haven't gone out to look at the metals. This was something you guys all did in the ship over the course of probably 3 days.
Takes
I'm
time.
going out for metals.
Alone.
No.
Not alone. I'm not stupid.
So the party is all going together because everybody has the aspect down and out on Luca and Luca Veron.
I think some of us should stay behind.
No. Never split the party.
Alright, Scooby-Doo logic, I forgot.
So we're looking at the capacitor.
Well, you guys are going to have to hunt for the capacitor, and for materials. There's no way to just redo the hull weakness, right?
Can we look to see what kind of capacitors we need from the other side?
Yeah, of course. And it's in the ship's hull. That's not a big deal,
Okay.
right? Hand wavy super technology. You've got a leaky pipe, from the pump to the spray.
Okay. So we need new pipe?
Yeah, you need new conduit.
Okay.
It's a relatively standard power conduit, but it's a high capacity power conduit, right? So
Gotcha.
you can't just pull it out of you can't put it out of a lawnmower. You would need to. You can find it in, or something you could adapt in most vessels this size.
Cool. I like that. So we're all looking at it? Was there something bad that happened while we were looking at it?
No,
Okay.
it's just we've ended what you guys can do on your first visit back to the ship.
Gotcha.
But you've had 3 days of rest. The synthers have had access to power charge from the reactor, which is working just fine. You're running it at very low levels, so you're not running your fuel supply out in a noticeable way. You guys probably can keep life support and power going for a couple months.
Okay.
Before you have to start scavenging for alternative fuel sources.
Could I see if we already had the high capacity conduit?
That would be a very expensive part to have in ship stores.
Oh, okay.
You would need to have, like... That would be a fantastic resources to have that expensive of a high capacity engineering chart, right? That's like having it's not really. That'd be like declaring you have a spare control arm in your trunk of your car.
Okay. Well, what about the...
Like, yeah, Christoph, right? It's not impossible,
Right.
but I've just never heard of it happening.
I mean, I got 2 control arms for my pickup sitting in the box right now, but
You might be a little atypical, man.
they're also the old
Wait.
ones that just ripped out.
Ah, yeah,
You're
the
right.
non-functional, right? Yes.
You're right. I wouldn't have
What
one
about
of these
hull
things in my
materials?
vehicle. I would have
To
4.
reinforce that, would we not have that on the...
No.
We wouldn't have any of that on the ship.
You've got like patches for like micrometeorite things. You don't have. This is like a 20-foot by 30. So this, yeah, like a 10-meter by 20-meter exterior heat resistance plating, and all the layered, because you have an ablative. You've got ablative. You've got a trend. Then you've got all the interior. Then you've got the support structure. It's a whole complicated thing. You absolutely don't have room or mass allowances for hull plating.
So somebody threw a VW bus through the side of our ship.
Is there a way that I could have something that would help us find those pieces better? Is there a device that says, "Hi, go in this direction"?
Oh, Christopher kind of already helped us with that. That's where the chemical guidelines thing
Yep.
comes in.
I'm
So
helping.
he's
metal.
given you an additional set of parameters you can scan for that'll make it easier to find.
Okay.
But the ship, the thesis itself is not really. You could probably take off. You're really bleeding, burning fuel. She can do short hops. She's not getting up into orbit.
Right.
You want to go like 100 miles left or right or something. That's not a problem.
Sorry,
I'm
I
just trying
need
to
to
see if I can
interrupt as
create
a
an
parent
aspect to
for a
help
moment.
us. Like,
Yep.
Christopher, Mom needs you out at the van real quick, bud.
Yeah, do you want any strawberries?
Okay.
Wesley, do you want any strawberries? Yeah.
I will be muted.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So, thoughts, comments,
Can I have another one?
plans?
I mean, we should also probably. Is there anything we can do to help with the Narcel coupling that's bleeding charge, or like at least
You're-
help us like locate stuff for it?
Yeah, we already talked. We talked about that, right? You're going to have to
Okay.
find probably you'd have to find a starship or a large industrial bot or something of similar mass and high output. It will probably have the materials you would need, or that you could jury rig.
Ooh, can the Theseus go and sense or scan for nearby junk that could potentially help us and sense the retraction?
Yeah, absolutely.
What skill would that require to work those sensors?
Piloting, scholarship.
Would it be notice on the ship?
Ship sensors run on scholarship.
Oh, okay.
Notice is kind of like organic, right? How fast your brain works, how sharp your senses are.
Well, I mean, the ship has the ability notice or the skill notice.
Yes, the ship skill notice. Yes. Yep.
Okay.
That's what we can
So a character using that. So that's I usually use that. I usually use that as a way of gauging, like if you have a conflict, your ship versus others. I'll look at what your skills are, and I'll write down the modifiers, right? So that I don't have to constantly re-add it or make everybody do it every roll.
Yeah.
So there's a pause before a starship battle in this game, and you compare the stats, and it's like, okay, so this light nimble starfighter is going to get a +2 on all of its agility rolls as it's dodging your shots, and the patrol frigate is going to get a +4 to its damage when it hits. We figure all that out before we do the fight.
Yeah.
We just
I
lay
see.
out the chart. Then everybody can look at the chart and just do their rolls.
Right.
And it'll go bing, 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 bing. It's more complicated than simple Fate Core, right? But it gives all of the riches and nuance of... Because we're trying to sell this to people from, disaffected Star Wars fans. And the idea is, that way, the 150,000 types of ships and stuff... you do this, then you do the fight. So there's a way that way I don't have to make a chart for every possible matchup that is impossible in a system that's incredibly flexible.
Yeah, that makes sense. I see.
Yeah.
Yep. So we don't actually care. I have to know that the CCS has notice. I think it's at good. Is it fair?
Fair, yeah.
All right. So it's got an enhanced sensor package way beyond what a stock freighter would have, and even beyond what a small starfighter could fit in. Right? And that will tell me what I have to, like, how rare is it, that kind of thing. I make a judgment call. I tell you what your target is. Then you guys as a team make your roll to overcome that obstacle.
Cool. All right.
But his idea is, if you guys take off, and then scan from altitude, you can get hundreds of miles scanned at least a low level, rather than going out like a Star Trek away team all wearing red shirts and seeing if the junkyard monsters are hungry today. Is that your thought?
Yeah, just get us closer and pinpoint the locations that we could potentially get what we need.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Can I get a pilot check?
Pilot? Yes. I assume I'm probably the best pilot out of all of us, so... Superb.
Okay. Anybody else? Is anybody going to beat Superb?
Nope. Don't even have that skill.
Or you could take the detachable shuttle.
Right.
That's capable of going anywhere in this solar system, except it can't do its own thread jumps. Unless it can. I don't think it can.
No,
I
I
thought
can't.
The junkyard would probably have what we need, though.
Well, see, Christoph put his points, if I'm remembering right, it was Christoph.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Put his points into his own... His Starfighter is an detachable shuttle.
Okay.
That's it.
That was the stunt he picked. So, like, above the back engine, there is actually a Starfighter-sized shuttle. Kind of like the Star Trek... Roughly the size of, like, the Star Trek Enterprise, or like the or the Stargate Atlantis puddle jumpers.
Right.
You have one of those. That
With its own
doesn't
gun.
have the ability to go in between stars, but can take you anywhere you want.
But are their sensors as good as Theseus?
Not as good, but way more fuel efficient and way hard. It's you can move your whole base, or you can leave the base where it is and make patrols. Either way.
I like the idea of moving Theseus, even if it isn't as efficient.
Until then. Yeah. You guys decide. When you guys decide what you're doing, then you let me know, and I'll let you know what you need to roll.
Well, I say we take the shuttle so we don't damage our ship any further. But
Ooh.
What are the odds that you didn't catch anything? You guys are very good.
You just want us to use your fancy little shuttle.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm saying that to my friend Owen.
Oh, okay.
It's like, you just want us to use your fancy little shuttle that you have.
I mean,
I'm alive.
you know what? You're right. Why don't we trust you completely? No.
Are you
I'll
sure
do
you're not
whatever.
playing a cat?
I heard
do it.
that we were doing like a flying the spaceship up to get a scan and locate materials faster thing.
Yeah, but do you use the bigger ship that has the better scanners that the ship's kind of broken, or do we use the shuttle that's not broken but has worse sensors?
Do we know of the potential consequences for using the bigger broken ship?
Breaking it?
There's unexpected damage somewhere and you blow up? Or crash? Or
I vote
make
shuttle
something
then.
else, have a catastrophic failure?
I vote for the shuttle then.
Yeah, I'll do whatever Sarge says.
Ooh.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
My character also has to do what Sars says, although he would probably still want the shuttle.
If only Sard was here to tell us what to do.
The joys of
I've been muted this whole time. I'm sorry. Shit.
Man, he's being real quiet. Is muted.
Originally I was going to say the big ship, but if we're going to hear GM offers you a fate point, I would rather it be losing the starfighter than the whole ship.
True.
Boo! My players are no fun.
How many fit in the shuttle?
It easily 4 to 10.
Okay.
Like one person can fly it like a fighter.
Okay.
Ideally, 2 people would be kind of would be good, but yeah, it's mostly got like 2 up front and can easily have another 2 to 10 in the back, depending on how much gear or etc.
Okay. Is there anybody else in the group that's actually good at piloting?
I have pilot.
Nobody's
Yeah.
as good as you.
Believe-
Gakovians, that's not a fair question. You're the
I
species
have-
of...
Average, yeah.
I have
Yeah.
piloting at mediocre.
Yeah, you do.
Actually, yes. There is a pilot as good as you. And he didn't show up today.
True. Gadget.
I think there's 2 pilots as good as you, honestly.
They're busy guarding the ship.
Wouldn't it be
Yeah, some
3,
maneuvers.
including like the Gektokovian that's inside
The space bat has the 3D and 3-dimensional maneuvering instincts,
Oh, yeah.
and he's a pilot. The other Gakovian, right, is probably at least in your league.
Mm-hmm.
So
In
there's
fact, he might be
Yeah.
even better.
He's a better pilot, but he's not as good with shooting.
And then
which
what about the
tells
Gekko-
you what your roles are in that cockpit when it's combat time.
Right.
He pilots, you shoot. So you're technically the ship's co-pilot. You may be the captain,
Wow.
but you operate as the co-pilot.
Makes
No,
sense.
I said I was commandeering, so I'm the acting captain.
You're the captain now.
Yes.
He's got the big overcompensating gun. I don't know. Or are you going to challenge him on that?
Is his gun bigger than the ship's gun?
No.
I do want to point out he has the Blythe and the other Synther on his side.
That's true.
No, I'll stick. I'll stick with Sticky. Whatever he's. It's weird. He saved my life, so
Oh, that's true.
But I'm lower than you on the totem pole. What are you talking about?
it's weird. Yeah, but you saved my
Well, I
life,
don't have life this
so I owe a life debt to you.
He does.
What is a life
Conflicted
debt?
loyalty. Oh, drama.
Can it be
That's true.
repaid before one's life ends, or is it just lifetime loyalty?
It's like you do that kind of thing. I have it on good authority. It feels like lifetime loyalty.
Okay.
So we jump in the shuttle and I pilot it.
Yeah, you're piloting the shuttle, but the party will go in the shuttle and you run your own patrol.
Okay.
Polly, want a fate point? I mean, you wouldn't want things to get boring, would you?
Yeah, I'll take a fate point.
Yeah.
Roger.
Everybody?
Well, we kind of have to now.
Well, you are down and out on Luca Vorin.
What's life without a little bit of struggle?
Some monsters.
Sorry.
So you're running a
Sarge will-
search grid. What do you? Sorry, Tarrant.
I was just going to say, Sarge is just going to by default man the gun whenever there's one available.
Oh, that's a good call.
Each, I
This
guess,
is
will
the
just also try and help with finding the metals by inspecting the different scans, I guess.
okay. So you're in like the you're in the like the radar operator seat, and you're having him throw the scan data over to you so he can focus on the piloting. That's good teamwork.
I'm being useful.
You are.
With mediocre scholarship.
Oh, what
So,
skill would I need to...
You're about no. Don't wait. Don't worry about rolls. I'll tell you when you need to roll.
And we're
Christoph,
currently finding out
anything
why we're getting a
specific?
pay point.
I'm just kind of like, I'm sitting in the back, checking my weapons and stuff in case things get hairy.
So you're flying low enough that you can scan. So you're only about 1,600 meters above the ground.
What do you mean when things get hairy? You're here. It's already hairy.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
furball jokes again. You're running.
Alright.
Can I ask a question about the contents
Yeah.
of the shuttle?
Yeah.
Is there any explosives inside?
Oh my god.
Like grenades, missiles?
There's definitionally explosives inside anything capable of taking off.
Okay. Explosives I was trained to use.
No.
Okay.
We're not the military yet.
I'm now
Okay.
just...
So you're running a search grid. You're 1 mile up, which for the space opera level scans is the equivalent of like running a couple 100 feet off the ground. You've got the scan feed going to a dedicated observer who knows what chemical traces he's looking at. You've got a co-pilot manning the weapon systems in case there's trouble. You're a good 300 or 400 miles away from the ship. You've been flying for 2 or 3 hours, running your grid. This whole planet appears to be a garbage dump. And from the scan stuff and what you're seeing on visuals, you think this planet has been a garbage dump for centuries. Maybe going as far back as the Great Unification.
Oh, wow.
Is
So, yeah.
the dumping
So
of the garbage...
before the Chaos Wars. Well, if you want a garbage dump, think about it like this, right? Garbage dumps are not landfills. You put in a landfill things you're never going to want again.
Right.
Things you might want again, you put in a dump. Because at the very least, somebody really motivated and really desperate can get resources out of it.
I'm assuming that these resources are unsorted, like there isn't a pile
Oh, yeah.
of this stuff. Okay.
There may well be a file somewhere. There probably have been entire
I said
file systems as. Oh no, there's not a pile of starship parts here.
Yeah, like we're not just seeing a pile of a bunch of engines on this side.
That's the kind of thing you would find in an inhabited dump.
Okay.
Because there'd be a culture, a civilization, if not at least a couple individuals, whose job would be to go through everything, pull those, have them ready to sell. In that case, there would be like a small city somewhere on this planet, and you guys wouldn't be stranded.
Like Ray's opening and sequels of Star Wars.
We just need a ball named Wilson.
Oh my goodness, no.
But yeah, what is that, Jakku? Something like that. The BS planet of BS ruins for BS reasons, and the stupidest space battle ever invented in science fiction history. Because Disney sucks.
I was talking about like the movie about the guy stranded on an island who had beach.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
Wilson.
Castaway Wilson. Yep.
Yeah. There was nothing salvageable really there, though.
There was the rest of the FedEx shipment. That's how he stayed alive.
Oh.
Ice skates it was his cutting tool.
And here, in my mind, I was just thinking he found a bunch of...
No, a pallet of FedEx washed it ashore. That's where he found Wilson.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait.
So, as you're searching, the day is progressing. So far, not a lot of luck. And you notice on the far side of the ship, so on the horizon, good 200, 300 miles out, you notice a storm wall.
That
This
means
is
we need to
gonna
get back
suck.
before the storm hits, right?
Well, if you can see it, it's already at the mothership.
Can the shuttle handle this?
Don't know. What do your sensors say? Scholarship.
Is that with or without the micro machinist?
No. Dude, Micro Machinist is going to be for circuitry work. It's not.
I honestly can't tell you how to differentiate that.
Okay.
I just need to...
If it's something you're using a microscope on
Yeah.
and tweezers, that's when you get your Micro Machinist bonus.
Okay.
Right? So if you've got a robot opened up and you're rewiring it, you get your Micro Machinist bonus.
Okay.
It never applies to things you don't need a microscope for.
Okay, so sensors are not going to be it.
Sensors are never going to be it.
Okay.
Micro means
like-
small.
If you're and literally Micro Machinist, microscopic machinist.
Yeah.
So if there isn't microscopic magnification involved, no. This is the default setting.
Trying to burn that
All
last.
right.
So you got average? You're not sure. You're probably, this thing's got shields. It could run through most normal storms.
Does it span the horizon?
Yep.
What do you guys think? Should we chance it?
Can I try and see if I think this shuttle could handle it? Based on
Scholarship.
I don't think I have that, so it would be at mediocre, right?
Yeah, but you keep rolling freaky.
If I really wanted to stretch it,
For sure.
if I really wanted to stretch it, could I say that military?
No.
No,
Okay.
he gave you what role you can do. Do it or let's move on.
Ooh.
You're fine.
Sergeant, I believe we can handle that storm perfectly fine.
I believe we don't know shit about this shuttle. We'll let the pilot decide.
Like, you might have to drop down to half a mile over the surface to keep scanning, but it's just a storm.
Mission can proceed. We just got to be a little lower.
Is there anywhere we could shelter shelter that would give us at least some cover from the storm for the ship?
Hey, notice or scholarship?
Can I do?
There's windshields, so you can use notice. You can visually scan the ground. Yeah.
I'm gonna use my. Oh, I really got.
I'm gonna see if I inherited Christopher's creepy rolls. I got a fair notice.
Hey, look, junkyard all the way to the horizon.
I got even worse with mediocre.
Oh,
Yay.
no.
I will also do it, I guess.
Oh
No.
man.
What we should have done was we should have pulled our notice together, is what I'm thinking.
Would have been good.
Well,
I don't
we're
think
kind of
Chris will
panicking
allow
here,
us
so
to
this
do
makes
that.
sense. Can we just find a spot to land and hunker down?
Yes.
I already mentioned that.
You see the
All I need is I just need average. Finding a landing spot for the shuttle is just average scholarship
Since you're going outside,
or average notice.
don't
Yep, there you go.
about it.
You've got a perfectly clear landing zone. There's a clearance about half a soccer field large. No structures looming over to wait to fall. You're fine.
Okay. Is there anything we can do to try to reinforce the shuttle for the storm?
Just keep the shields up.
Okay. So, all power to shields.
Pretty
Okay,
sure
cool.
that will kill us.
And minimum life support or whatever we need to survive.
It's a habitable world,
Oh, it is. Okay.
so minimum life support. There's no strain on life support other than
Open
like
the vent.
air conditioning.
Gotcha.
Opens vent, gets blasted in the face with sand.
Okay, so is everybody down with land and write it out?
Yep.
So
I
you
don't
just
know.
That does seem like an okay place to start up next week too, possibly.
Yeah, it is that time. Oh, well, we started about half an hour late. We can start off that. We can. No, I want to get through the storm. I want to get through the storm before you guys do your attendant shuffle on me.
Well, I was going to say, I know we don't have the Heidi and Peter next week still.
True.
We don't know about Roseboro. We don't know if Gabe's going to remember that he's a gamer.
Yeah.
True. Okay.
All right. The storm's getting closer. Give me another scholarship to track it, or a notice for those of you near windshields and with wolfy senses. If you get a good or better, I might give you something. Oh no, that was the landing.
that doesn't include me, right? 'Cause
Why doesn't
I'm
it
by
include
the-
you?
I don't
You've
think
deliberately said that the scanners are hooked up to your post, so
Oh.
absolutely includes you.
I didn't know if they counted. So
Would my canine senses work for that?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I
6.
got 2 strawberries today, and they were covered in frosting.
So the storm's halfway there. Oh, sorry, 160 plus kph. Because honestly, the metric system is based on the speed of light, so it is kind of what you would use in a sci-fi setting.
Makes sense.
I reject your reality and declare my own. Freedom units are superior.
I prefer freedom units as well, but not pilot scholarship.
You said or notice.
Or,
And I
yeah,
have noticed. Through,
notice pilot. Yep, superb.
Yep. Oh no. I Can the shuttle outrun that?
The shuttle can absolutely outrun a 100-mile-an-hour storm front. No problem.
All right. I pick the shuttle up and I start running away from it and seeing if there's a way we can get around the storm.
Pilot.
All right.
Can't we just go above it?
Yeah, you can just go to low orbit and watch it roll by underneath you.
Oh. Well, I'm just not going to be there when the storm's there. Somebody else is going to have to tell me that.
Okay, so you guys pop up to like shuttle orbit, and the GM offers you all a fate point because you're down and out on Luke and Varan. Luke and Varan.
We get another one?
Yes, you went into orbit.
Oh no, the wolves are coming.
Oh, man.
Do we wanna take it?
Yeah.
The group wants it.
All right, let's take it.
One person said,
As you guys jump, because you can basically jump the storm front, right, to an orbital hop and be right back at your ship.
Yep.
It'll still be raining, but it won't be that the wall of energy that's the lead of storm fronts. And as you're going, you're noticing there's a really high metal content in that storm. That basically, you guys are all kind of watching what you're dodging, right? The reason that there's crisscross, like insane lightning, is there are pieces of metal from the size of coins all the way up to like 3-4 meters across, churning all through that storm front.
so it's like a giant angry washing machine of metal.
Like a sandblaster.
Like a sandblaster made of buses.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Aw, I'm so sorry that you guys didn't decide to try to ride that out. That would have been fun to narrate. What you also find out is the orbitals are not much less polluted, except those things are going 150,000 kph.
It's worse up here?
What?
It's faster up here.
Are we able to dodge
Think of hundreds of years of garbage deposits. Not all of it on the surface. Think of decaying orbits. Did you ever see?
The space that it is, like you're talking about, like.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the movie called Orbit? Where the space station gets hit by space junk,
Yeah,
right? And it just shreds the space station, and they try to.
that's one
Get
of Sandra
back.
Bullock, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah. Where like you have to ignore physics and turn your brain off, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that cascade effect, all it takes is 1 or 2 cargo container pallets to rupture or fail, or somebody to screw up their calculations and have a collision.
Yeah.
And it propagates, and it will turn a planet's orbital structure into a near invisible, just because of the speed, right? You have between... Oh, I'm sorry. Everybody gets 2 fate points, not 1.
Oh no.
No.
So
You guys want to explain to Christopher what I just told you?
we're going to die horribly.
Yeah.
There's a chance that you can all die, yes.
Just think about if you had a coin moving at the speed of sound,
Oh, I understand the
so
idea.
that you
Small
can't
thing
even
going
perceive it
really
even
fast.
happening. It just goes through everything, and so it could just go through us.
Yeah, I've seen it. Smaller thing means less surface area, so it's going to pierce things even more, especially when it's going fast.
I believe this is what the internet refers to as mock Jesus.
Yes. And these kind of things, by the time the big question is detection radius, right? That's determines how many seconds or fractions of a second you have to deal with. So you're in orbit, you're all kind of staring down, going, "Oh, damn, that's ugly," and then beep 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 over on the console.
Okay.
Everybody gets one roll. I don't care what you're trying to do. You have time to make one roll. And we're strict turn order. Sarge is at the bottom because he's had mediocre notice. It's not a gunfight.
All right. I'm going to immediately pull my...
You don't know what's wrong. All you know is alarm.
If the alarm goes off, evasive maneuver, straight down.
What if the problem is something down? Right, you're metagaming.
We're looking down.
Yeah, and there's nothing going wrong down there.
Yeah, which is why immediately I go down to where I've already seen.
Oh.
If I know that that's safe, from the best of my knowledge...
What if the alarm was an engine failure and you just kicked yourself out of orbit?
Then we're dead anyways. What do you want from me?
I want you to... I think you're metagaming.
He wants to glide.
If my character...
Your character has... Okay, so do you know what an OODA loop is? Observe, orient, decide, act. You skipped observe.
Well, we're observing down, and we have combat reflexes, do we not? These are supernatural reflexes, aren't they?
No.
They're not.
No. You're a pilot. You're a very good pilot, but you're just a human pilot.
I thought my character had supernatural reflexes.
Nope.
Well, that's the only thing I can think that my character would
You
do
need-
with his hand
You
on
can't
it.
take an... I'm not going to let you take an action based on ideas that we metagamed. You have to take an action based on what your character knows. So before you can take an action, your character has to know. I'm not saying you get one turn before everything blows up. I'm saying we're in a life and death situation, so now I'm being incredibly rigid about initiative. That's what I mean.
Evasive maneuvers. Can I not do evasive maneuvers?
No, because you don't know what you're evading, so you may be jumping right into it. Remember this from training? You're pushing harder.
Maybe try to mitigate any damage. Like,
So my fight or flight is not going to be okay here. I need to create an
Okay, so
advantage
you're looking
by-
out the windshield at a very beautiful storm
Yeah.
because you think you're safe.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all that's going on in your brain. There's a beeping, there's an urgent alarm on the control panel.
Yeah.
You're not even looking at the control panel. You have no idea. Might be low fuel, might be low power. Might be, please turn over the CD player. You've run it. You have no fucking clue what's wrong.
So you're
And
saying,
until you know what's wrong, you can't take an action about what's wrong.
but you're saying I'm railroaded into not touching the stick, and I have to address that beep.
I'm saying no pilot who makes a random full speed move as soon as something goes beep survives to be a pilot. Yes.
I mean, I was like, there's a bunch of fighter pilot movies that would care to disagree with that. You know,
But
I
those
watched
are.
Top Gun.
I will say those are movies, Cookman.
I
When
know
you're
they
talk-
are. I know they are. But that's the thing is that when you're in life or death situations, it's the combat. Combat reflexes.
Don't know you're in a life and death situation. You haven't established that in your character. Which is my point.
Yeah,
so you can't make a life and death situation reaction because you don't fucking know one exists.
Well, you got alarms going off. But you're saying that I have to address that, so I will address that.
Yes, thank you.
how about trying to figure out what could have gone wrong?
Yeah, look at the panel. That's a scholarship roll. That's a move.
All right.
I understand where you're coming from, Cookman, but military training kicking in here, Bruce is right. If you don't assess the situation, you're not going to make a correct action. You have to know what's going on.
You pulled the rifle on me, and all I did is I just went backwards into my teammate and was like, "Holy crap!" Like that was a natural reflex. So that's what I wanted to establish as my character's natural reflex. Like that was what they would do in that situation. You have fight, flight, freeze.
I believe the problem here is that you saw the thing that was causing the problem there. It was, a character holding a gun up. Here you don't, so you can't address it because what's going wrong?
Also, a highly skilled pilot would have trained themselves past their fight or flight response.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
we're
so
doing the scholarship roll.
scholarship
I got
is mediocre. What would you like to do about that roll? You want to roll with a mediocre? You want to spend a fate point?
I'm good.
Mediocre. Okay, you're like, wait, what? And it is Owen's. Owen's up.
Well, seeing as I'm not much of a starfighter-y guy or anything, I'm more of a boots on the ground kind of character. I'm just gonna stare out the windshield.
So here's how you phrase that in Fate Core. My high concept is whatever your high concept has nothing technical to do whatsoever. So I want to be useless. Give me a fate point. I want to automatically fail. Please give me a fate point. And the GM's like, yes, you are utterly useless in this crisis. Here's your fate point.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm utterly useless in this
And you get a fate point.
Yep.
No.
All right. And we are then at Siege.
Yeah. Siege does not know machines, in this case, too well. There's other characters that do know that better than he does. So he's going to try and see if there's an external threat that could be the problem. And I would like to use Song to basically see if there's anything hitting us. If I can. But... I'm trying to figure out what
There's
could
more
be.
of you.
Is there...
You can do a song assessment. You've got the song skill. You can't use it, right? You just can hear it?
Yeah, I have it at average, so...
Right, you only have the skill. You don't have the stunt attuned.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, make a song skill roll.
I don't
You do
think
not
that-
hear the song.
Okay.
Sarge!
Oh, no.
Sarge is going to do his best to assess the situation. What role do you want?
Visually, scanners, what?
I said I was in the gun, so I'm guessing visual's my best option. Oh, wait, does the gun have a targeting system that might indicate something?
Well, you have pilot skill, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can give me pilot.
Fair.
Because so if it was scholarship, I would need an average. Because pilot is not the direct skill, I need a good.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna do snafu for a fate point.
Okay. You don't know the sensor reads, but you know your control panel. And you shout out collision alarm. Because that's what the alarm is. So you have no idea what was going to collide from you. You don't know what direction. You don't know a source. But you know the ship thinks something's about to hit it. Now, your turn.
I need to mute for a little bit. I should be back soon.
So, for example, now your character has been given a problem, right? The problem's been diagnosed.
Yeah.
Something's going to hit you. You wanted to dive. Now's the perfect time to do what you wanted to do.
That's what I'm trying to decide. Does my character just do the dive now, or do they look around to try to confirm it?
To find the right direction to dive, to move. Yeah, which is a very fair thing.
So I do a notice roll.
Scholarship. You're in the ship. Yeah, notice pilot. That's fine.
I'm looking out visually.
Yeah, they're all at great. So good. Orbital. So you've got, and that's you only needed an average on that. So. So there's orbital debris in a direct counter orbit. Then orbiting, so both of your orbiting speeds are adding to each other because you're orbiting in opposite directions on the same altitude.
Okay.
So you're not closing at 150 kilometers an hour. You're closing at 300,000 kilometers an hour.
That's fast.
Yeah. CBDR, constant bearing. Diminishing range. It's headed right for you. Because if something's not aiming at you, right, its bearing relative to your forward will be changing.
Yeah.
The only time that something's constant bearing and diminishing range is if it is
on a rope.
Yeah. So good assessments. You now know where the threat is. And other people have pilot. So, not alone. Alright. And that was Sticky. And so, Owain.
Alright. So, how good would would I be able to theoretically project a song shield outside of the ship? And if so, would that actually be better than the shields or no?
Basically, what I would say that would be is that would count as a point of armor.
Okay.
Right? Like, you could give the shield an armor rating. And because you'd have to do it over range, it's going to be 2 points to shield the whole ship. So if you did your max, I think you could only generate 3 points of song.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Discord, aggression. So like a dissolving or a pushing and that kind of an effect, magic. You can throw magic in front of the ship to try to shield it. Yes, you absolutely can. So that'd be like your third stress box. So your first box represents 1 shift of power. Second represents 3. It's 2. You can only, 3 is is the furthest you can go. So you can get 3 points, and that would be 2 for a zone, right? And one point of defense. So you cover the whole ship, and whatever hits the whole ship will hit the whole ship. If it hits one stress level lower. Okay. It's not nothing. You're a level 1. You're a brand new character, and you're perfectly well able to do that. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay. The werewolf, the Blythe's eyes start to glow as he holds a clawed hand out in front of him.
It's wild.
Yeah, the song is not always invisible. It kind of depends on how somebody visualizes it, etc. And I'm not getting subtle from Owain.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
These are not the shuttles you're looking for.
Which means the last person to act is Sarge. In the co-pilot seat.
Get us out of here.
Do I have enough information to take the controls and?
Yeah, yep.
You said collision.
He's got it. You've got a bearing.
Yep.
It's heading straight for you from the direct opposite, so it's right in front of you, heading straight for you. You've got a bearing. You already have enough to know the speed, roughly 300,000. Right. Mach Jesus. So danger that way. Mach Jesus coming straight at you.
Does this shuttle have any stunts?
It has the ability to dock with the mothership.
Yep.
Okay, so it doesn't have like some sort of evasive maneuvers or anything.
Nope.
So it's just going to be a straight pilot's roll to try and perform an evasive maneuver.
Yes.
Correct?
Yep. It's a defense against an attack.
Average. Broke even.
What was that sound?
Your brother trying to die in his room.
Legendary weapons 8 attack.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yikes.
Tell him stop.
Okay,
Tell him dying kills you.
That's not going
generic-
to kill you all. It's not going to kill you all.
Generic +2 on I've seen worse.
Hold on, guys. So let's walk through this, particularly for Christopher. So he needs, in order to complete so a weapons value is how hard something hits you if it hits you in the game, right? How many points it does if it hits. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Now, to take no damage, he has to be one level above the incoming attack, because then all the weapons value goes underneath.
Yeah.
All those points go away. Right now, if he doesn't do anything, he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage from the difference in the skill roll, and 8 more points from the shuttle will take 15 points of damage. It can take that. But it would be heavily damaged. The story would be you're in a crippled shuttle, you've got 24 minutes before that debris sweeps back through your orbit.
Yeah.
Actually, no, 12, because counter orbit.
Oh yeah.
Right, every 12 or 13 minutes, you're going to get the same debris passing through the same orbit, which is where you are.
Not good.
And so, the way to avoid completely is he's got to stack points up to get at least a legendary +1, one higher than that incoming attack. Following what everybody needs to do, Christopher? That makes sense? And so he's...
roll at least one higher to take no damage.
Yep. So he gets a free tag from Cookman.
Mhm.
Cookman made a story aspect, CBDR. Right? Constant bearing diminishing range. He knows the direction of the attack. So that takes him from +1. CBDR brings him up to 3. The free use of CBDR equals, now we're up to +3. Now, at the very least, the shuttle's going to take 13 points of damage, not 15. So already success, and nobody's had to spend any fate points yet. Now people, the whole group, can look at what aspects are in the game and figure out where they can spend fate points if they choose to, in order to make the hit come in less, even further less, or miss entirely. That's right. This is not a long fight. This is a one and done. Oh, well, unless you get crippled in orbit or something, in which case you are really screwed, because it's going to come just as fast the second time. But so this is the whole crisis, because there are some things in life where it's like, does a sniper's bullet hit you in the base of the spine or not? There's not a lot of in between.
Yep. Are we able to take collision alarm to say that his reflexes?
You can throw a fate point on collision alarm. Yes. So that's the other limitation, Christopher. Each aspect can only be used once at a time. So it isn't just that the group has enough fate points. The group absolutely has enough fate points. They could bury me in them. The thing is, they have to find ones that fit in the story, and they can only get used once. Right? So they have to build enough of them together that... Yep.
Can I
So
use oh, military?
people's you can use people's aspects and you can use story aspects. So he said, I want to throw a fate point and collision alarm. That'll take us from that will take us from a good +3 piloting to superb +5 piloting, and the ship is down to taking an 11-point hit, which is way more survivable. Yeah, Christopher, you were saying that you had an idea for.
Yes.
Yep.
We didn't have a free
I
table
have-
for collision?
I have 2 ideas.
No, you guys didn't create it. It was presented already.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you.
I have 2 ideas. The mechanical military misadventures one, where
This is definitely one of those. Well, it's not mechanical. No, it's not.
okay, so that one wouldn't work.
No.
The only
Here
other
comes
one
the boom.
I was about to say that because
Yes.
we
Yeah.
have shrapnel
Yes.
hit us.
I can just another forward observer. He's observing things.
Oh yeah, he is on the sensors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm
Quite
the one
literal,
piloting.
I mean.
He's my codependent combat engineer.
Well, I'll let you have Jaffo because they have to all make sense. He can't be a combat engineer and on the sensors, right? So no.
Okay.
So he actually gives you an extra split second of warning to grab the stick because he declares that he saw it. He's a forward observer. Although that aspect, this is a great example of an aspect being both an insult or a joke and a useful tool when you really need it. But that means you spend a fate point, Christopher, so your fate point total goes down 1.
My character has suffered so many things, and it's becoming useful.
Yes.
Can-
Yes.
can
This
he
is.
Can he do
That's
just boom or Here Comes the Boom also? If he's
Yeah, I would let him. Here comes the boom, because if that hits, so you can spend another one on a different aspect. Here comes the boom fits the story. Yes.
Can I use Here Comes the Boom to try and figure out which would be the worst to be hit and stop that?
No, we're not. It's not that complicated.
Oh, okay, then do I just roll military?
no,
because-
this
There's
is just
no-
great assist, buddy.
There's no roll. You're just deciding to spend your resources.
Okay, so I'm down to 5 now. Fate
What were
points.
you at? What were you at before you knew you
Okay.
were gonna die?
I was at 7. Then I
Yes.
used.
So now you're at 5. Yep.
Okay.
And then now
Okay.
we have the 9 shifts that we need. to
Nope.
beat it.
You're up to 7.
I've
We're
got
at
at least I've got
CDR,
2 I think I can
collision.
justify.
Jaffo and Boom.
So CBR brings you up to 3. Jaffo brings you up to 5. Here comes the boom brings you up to 7. We need one more, and that'd be as simple as
I tagged and I spent a.
oh, collision alarm. Yeah, that's it. That's all you need.
One of these
So
days,
Thank you for
That
letting
is
me pay
a-
my minimal fate points.
legendary +1 piloting after a lot of fate points.
4.
And the shuttle drops beneath. Yeah, but everybody got 2. So the group got
Yeah.
8. You only spent
Exactly.
4.
Exactly.
Right? So this last minute adventure is actually a group benefit.
Net positive. Yeah.
Although that would have been one hell of a hit. I would have loved calculating that.
That would have been a crazy adventure next time.
Drops beneath the attack. Beneath the debris field.
Siege is eventually going to have an aspect that's just not again.
That would be a really useful aspect, honestly. That would be.
Please
It's
have
vague
taken a
enough
turn
and
for the
funny
worst
enough that
one score.
at the time when you really need to beat the boss, never again. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so hanging out in orbit over the storm is a bad plan,
Yep.
and but that was it. You had to go over the storm, and then you dodged. You got out of orbit, and so 90 minutes later, shaking, drenched in sweat, you land unharmed back on the Theseus.
Physically,
Still
we
no
are
parts
okay.
farms.
Mentally, we are scarred.
I've seen worse. This one time we were.
Siege. This was my third ever mission.
The ship's alcohol reserves dropped by 10%. The I need a drink factor is now. All right, so I'm going to call it there. Those of you new Fate Core, that's fine. Feedback, of course, beta testing. Works, doesn't work. Mechanic you don't like. How's everybody doing?
I am happy that I'm able to figure out how to use my aspects for things that you wouldn't think they would be used for.
That's a wonderful thing about aspects.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, well, now that I understand how ships work, that was the thing I was going to ask. But, so, good to know.
Yeah. For me, I guess I'm reserving judgment until I see what the players newer to the system notice, because there may be things that I've been taking for granted for years now that, might pop up to them as a confusing thing that maybe in your system you can clarify in a way, kind of a deal. But so far, so good.
I
Okay.
like that characters. I like playing my character.
Story-wise, characters in the story so far is okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I figured a castaway situation would be a good way to let you kind of figure out the mechanics before you had to go out into the bigger world, and it lets us kind of like baby step out into the outside world.
Most dangerous thing we faced. The equivalent of a metal shredding monster made of wind. Well, not the equivalent, just a Mother Nature angry.
Orbital decay was deadlier by far than the Stormfront. The Stormfront would have been like a series of like fantastic weapons 2 or 3 attacks. Right, as I'm just throwing basically spaceship-sized shuriken at the shuttle, and you're trying to keep the shields up or patch the hull, that kind of thing. That would have been stressful. Being in orbit and being hit by a debris cloud going 300,000 miles an hour. That's what's your next character concept? Honestly, it wouldn't have been enough, even if he hadn't spent it. It wouldn't have been enough to kill you all outright. But the shuttle would have picked up, I think, 3 aspects easy. 2 or 3 aspects, and big ones like engine failure or hull breach or something.
And they get mild, moderate, and severe, correct?
Right, but so the hull would have been able to take maybe 3 of the 15. You still have to get 12. And so 6 for the severe, 4 for the 10, and your mild. Yeah, mild, moderate, and severe. So
the armor 1 from...
No, because I'm just saying if nobody without everybody doing
gotcha,
it.
Yeah.
And it rounds up. So even if it would only fill up the second stress box, still all 3 of those aspects would still have to happen.
Right.
So that would have been a nearly destroyed shuttle, and the adventure would have been getting out of orbit without dying. And they have made movies about that, so it's a perfectly acceptable adventure. All right, guys. That's it. I'm going to stop recording. We had a late start, and you all went late and didn't bitch and give me a real hard time about it. I really appreciate that.
I was too busy.
It was great to have you playing in person.
For sure.
Made me clean paths through my apartment, so that was beneficial side effect. And everybody have a good night. Get to church.
Right.
All right. Bye.